Hello, everybody. We are live. Oh, don't forget to like my own video. I get the man in here that taught me that, and there I go. Forget to like my own video.
For sure. Oh, I just got a notification. We're live. We got a notification. That's always a plus.
All right. How you doing today, Cash Man?
Oh, I am loving life over here. I just woke up from a nice nap. I'm stationed in the ghetto on a side street. Trucking.
You at that Walt Whitman truck stop again, under the bridge?
As I like to say, trucking, Maine.
Ah, okay. Sorry we're late, everybody. Needed to stop and get diesel, and couldn't find Building 5. Ironically enough,
That's a pisser.
we should have called this live from Building 5. Everybody would have just expected us
Ooh,
to be late.
nice. I noticed you took some trigger words out of the title.
Yeah, I took some advice from your earlier video to not stop ripping people off. So
Come on. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I'd like to say trucking Maine is not my invention. That's trucking with Tay. So I like to give credit. You know, when I blatantly rip someone off, I like to give credit.
yeah, I like to just take
Uh,
and rip off your thumbnails and not say nothing about it, pretend it never happened.
hey, you're always welcome to a. See, I don't use those because I feel like the relevancy of a Starsky and Hutch could be a little dated. A
Uh,
little dated, but
we like them dated around here. I know you like them fresh and young.
oh,
Uh,
okay.
I like them old with a little bit of stank on them.
Okay. Uh, nice.
So we'll get into it in a little bit here. Looks like the feds are trying to take your job, trying to kick you out. That's right.
Yeah, I hear you. What are they gonna do next? Come to my house and tax me?
With what are they going to do next? Hire 89,000 new IRS agents to carry guns?
Uh huh. Exactly.
Send them to the Ukraine?
Yeah. What's
Synchronized.
next?
Yeah.
Gonna draft me into the army and make me go fight a war in East or Western Europe. What is that? East? That'd be yeah, East.
Might happen. Did you see
If I
China
knew
told?
geography,
I saw today China told all their people to get the hell out of Ukraine.
uh,
They must know something.
maybe. Yeah, they finna send in the cavalry.
I don't know. I don't know. Who we got in here today? Chicken Hawk was first. Says he can't believe his eyes. We make a sexy Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, it's true.
That's right.
That's very true.
Which one of us is Hutch? Probably.
Who drives the Torino? You drive a Torino.
Yeah. I'm a little bit more straight laced, so I'd have to be. No, which one was the straight laced one? Can't remember. It was the blonde one. Can't remember which his name was which.
Hutch.
Yeah,
That's
I
Hutch, isn't
think
it?
so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was Starsky was he was the loose cannon. That's got to be you.
Oh, I can see that.
Sterling says, "I know Cash giggled an inappropriate amount of time creating that thumbnail. We've been sitting on that one for a while. Been sitting on that one, waiting to use it."
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
George
It's
Wilson in the house he's watching this gal on YouTube with no bra cooking in the kitchen. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. About to start a channel like that of my own.
yeah. I filmed a video like that, me cooking bacon with no pants on, but boy, let me tell you, them splatters they got painful by about
Mm,
mid video. So,
yeah,
uh, you know,
you gotta watch some grease splatters on the old mommy
uh,
daddy parts. That's for
yeah,
damn sure.
yeah. I caught it. I caught it. Bacon, sausage, and eggs.
That's right. Oh, Papa's in the house. Just got loaded for Salt Lake. Okay. Looks like Gary Bates buying a house, buying some property.
Yeah, it's a good time to do it if you can afford the interest.
Yeah, yeah. I just got a notice today. I got a line of credit that's zero balance, but a few months ago it was 3.25%, and they went 4.7%, and they just jumped her up to 6.75%. Kevin.
Whoo! Talking about them Jamie Dimon need a bonus. Come on.
Yeah, glad I got a zero balance on that baby.
Uh-huh.
Couldn't have done it at a better time. Yep. Asphalt Jungle says, "Okay, bring on the party." We're here. We're here.
Uh,
Nevada's here. Red Diesel, Killian's, Grafton, the usual suspects. They're all here.
for
Jerome
sure.
Jones. Jerome Jones going to pay a late fee. Appreciate it. Grafton got it. We were looking for building 5.
That's right. Hey, how about I show up 2.5 hours late to Americold today, unannounced, and they put me right in the door and unload me.
Didn't you show up unannounced last week too? Or was that yesterday?
Yeah, that's kind of my new thing. These brokers don't like scheduling loads. It's real inconvenient for them. So just show up. Yeah, you just show up, buddy.
How much was that? How much did that cost them?
Nothing. No late fee associated today.
What?
Wow. Yeah.
Did you go to the right
Yeah.
Americold, perhaps?
I might have just dumped some freight at an unknown warehouse. Who knows? They were just like, yeah, sure, door 5, buddy.
As long as you got the paperwork signed.
That's right.
Oh, Shannon Thomas is good evening from the shop. She back in the shop again.
What? Walk
Damn it.
away. Run. Run.
Good thing that's one of them limp away leases. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, that truck might be a lemon. I had a lemon truck before. I paid good money for a lemon.
Mm.
They say make lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
When you got a lemon, make lemonade. Yeah, it wasn't that kind of lemon. This was more like the one where they squirt it in your eye and then punch you in the gut. That was more the lemon.
Squirt it in your eye, throw some salt in it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and then stomp your toe, and when you lean down to look at it, they hit you with an uppercut.
That kind of lemon. All right.
Yeah, it was that kind of lemon.
I ain't had one of them in a while. Hot Seat says a wizard is never early or late. He arrives precisely when he means to. You damn right. You damn right.
I like that. Might have to use that.
Yep. Oh, this Truckin' Life says half the time you don't know if you're ripping someone off because everybody out there's done everything. Oh no, we original. We straight up all original over here. I tell you what.
That's me. That's me. I never rip anybody off.
Yep.
T's and P's, by the way. T's and P's.
You trucking, Maine?
We trucking, man.
I always say, if you can't make your own content, don't make no content at all.
Ooh.
Thus, I haven't put out a video in 2 weeks.
Yeah, can I rip that off?
Instead of hashtag Cash did it first, I think said hashtag Cash did it better.
Yeah, that will be changed appropriately, I promise.
Come on with it. Says Cash and DIY had a drunken night in Bangkok, and I'm their love child.
Oh,
ooh, I don't know about that.
Is that one of those things where we
movie?
both? Is that where we both put ingredients in and then the same bowl and then took a shot on who was parental?
A modern day, not twins. What's that movie? I don't even remember. Shannon says she's waiting for the part. Didn't come today, even though they said it would be here today. Damn it!
I've heard that before. I think they tell you that just so it's like consoling a 3-year-old. It's like don't worry, it'll be here today. And then you're all cool again. And they're like, okay, it's be here today, and it's not there today. It's like, don't worry, it'll be here tomorrow. It's like
squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's right. Southbound pachyderm coming in. It says awkward.
For sure.
Is that Alabama Crimson Tide kind of pachyderm that just got their asses handed to them by Tennessee? Come on.
Ouch!
Did you see
Too
that?
soon.
No,
Too soon.
never too soon to celebrate an Alabama loss.
Ouch!
10-11 trucking in the house. Thanks for coming in. Bull of the Woods. Jeff Express. Shannon says, tomorrow we light a big fire under asses. May I suggest a different location for the fire? Might you leave a roll of paper towels on your turbo while you're going down the road? I'm just saying.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Hit me up in the messages. I can tell you a couple wires that don't play well together, and I mean, you rub them together enough, and just saying that coating
Yeah,
comes off going down the road. Next
that's
thing,
right.
bing, bam, boom. You know,
That's right. That's right.
but yeah. I like to do my felonies off camera.
Yeah,
I know it's all the rage on YouTube. Do them on camera, but I do mine off camera.
that's right. That's right. So what do we know about let me find it here. I got an email this morning. That's not it. This is it. So it doesn't stop at California, and it never does. But usually it's just another state jumping on board. But this time the Biden administration wanted to jump on the Department of Labor. So let's talk about this. The title of the video, Fed's Trying to Screw You, as I like to call it. And I'm going to read this email here that I got from the Department of Labor from the Federal Register and Wisconsin Manufacturers Association. I'll read it verbatim so I don't jumble it up. It says the Department of Labor passed a new rule last week changing the test to determine the independent contractor status. This rule would replace the January 2021 rule that was adopted by the Trump administration to clarify and simplify the multi-factor test to determine if a worker was an independent contractor or employee. There were 5 factors under that test, with 2 labeled as core factors: the worker's nature and degree of control over their work and the worker's opportunity for profit or loss. That's the rule that was in place since January of 2021. The Biden administration delayed the effective date of the Trump era rule and then withdrew it. The courts vacated the delay and withdrawal of the rule and said it was effective March 8th of 2021. The Biden administration is arguing that the 2021 rule does not comply fully with the Fair Labor Standards Act as interpreted by the courts. Their proposed rule would rescind the 2021 rule and replace it with, quote, a totality of the circumstances analysis of the economic reality test in which the factors do not have a predetermined weight and are considered in view of economic reality of the whole activity. That's a big old freaking word salad, ain't it? Talking about being clear as mud, right? It says this rule is similar to the standard that was in place under the Obama administration. The proposed rule would, quote, affirm that economic dependence is the ultimate inquiry for determining whether a worker is an independent contractor or an employee. An independent contractor would only be a worker that is, quote, in business for themselves. They lay out that other income streams earned by the worker or the amount earned does not factor into the economic dependence. The proposed rule has 6-factor tests for determining if the worker is economically dependent. Now, these are kind of different than the 5 that were in place before. Number 1, an opportunity for profit or loss depending on managerial skill. Okay, we can as owner operators, we can make that claim, right? You with me, Cash?
Yep.
Okay. Number 2, an independent contractor would be a worker that, quote, exercises managerial skill that affects the worker's economic success or failure in performing the work. I think we can beat that one, right? The way things are.
Yep.
Okay. Number 3, investments by the worker and the employer. That can make sense. If you're buying your own truck and then the employer is providing the trailer, that's really not too hard to achieve. Next one. Investment borne by the worker must be capital or entrepreneurial in nature to indicate independent contractor status. Okay, if you're an owner operator, you got an entrepreneurial investment in your truck. That jives.
What about if
Then
it's their truck? Like,
well, you still make an investment in the truck. I mean, you're
Okay.
investing capital.
Yeah, I got you.
Uh, Next is the degree of permanence of the work relationship. Um, it's not permanent. It's at will. They can get rid of you. You can leave,
Yep.
but it doesn't say what degree of permanence. It's kind of vague right there. An indefinite or continuous relationship is consistent with an employment relationship, but a worker's lack of permanent indefinite relationship with an employer is not necessarily indicative of an independent contractor status if it does not result from the worker's own independent business initiative. So what it's saying is basically, um, your relationship with your carrier is not necessarily permanent or indefinite, uh, indicative of your what you've done as part of your business initiative. So I would kind of take that as, did you go out? Are they saying that, did you go out and drum up business with this carrier, or did they recruit you? You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense?
Right. I can see that going either way.
These things are very vague, but there's one
Right.
thing here we're going to get to that's kind of the clincher to me. Um, all right, where did I leave off here? Okay, and then it talks about the nature of degree and control. Um, And here's this kind of something that carries over. Employer's control includes whether or not the employer sets the worker's schedule, supervises the performance of work, limits the worker's ability to work for others, uses technological means of supervision, reserves the right to supervise or discipline the worker, places demands on a worker's time so they are unable to work for others, control over prices or rates for service, and marketing of services or products provided by the worker. The more control exerted by the employer favors employee status for the worker. This is where they got us right here. Just about every aspect of that paragraph right there uh, is against the the owner operator business model. Uh, they except for, you can set you can set your schedule. You can say yes or no to loads, blah blah blah. So that doesn't really hold water. Supervises the performance of work. You're damn sure right. Your carrier supervises your performance. They're responsible for your safety. You know, on time, so forth. Here's the main one right here. Limits the worker's abilities to work for others. If you are an owner operator leased onto a carrier, you cannot take that truck to work for somebody else. You cannot. It would violate your contract, your permits, your insurance. Am I wrong, Cash? I mean, they got us right with that one sentence.
That one's tricky. I mean, to me, still, it's like I don't know. I feel like the way they word things is very like open for interpretation. But yeah,
It's,
there's a
this paragraph here is pretty specific. This is where they get specific.
right. The part about working for someone else is the part that because it's like at that like the whole scheduling thing and this, that, and the other. I mean, you could say that for like someone brokering a load to a carrier. You know what I mean? Like the carrier doesn't pick the schedule.
No, but
Customer schedule.
here's where that comes into play. Okay. The next thing uses technological means of supervision. Uh, Carrier 100% does that. They ELDs, if you have Qualcomm, all these things, uh, reserves the right to supervise or discipline the worker. Right there, they have to have the right to discipline you. Like, it's, you can't just get a speeding ticket and they can't say anything. You can't back into a barn and them not be able to discipline you for it. Um, there's some definite snags here. And then places. So if you're a broker to driver, the driver doesn't work for the broker. The carrier does. The broker has no right to supervise the driver, even right now. Brokers are not supposed to supervise the driver. They're supposed to deal exclusively with the carrier. They can request tracking by the driver or access to the ELD. They can, if the carrier could set up a system where they could just provide it, the driver could be left out of that. But a broker is not supposed to supervise the driver.
Well, I'm talking about just on like a subcontractor, like broker working with a carrier. You know what I mean? There's levels of
Like a one
it.
truck carrier is what you're saying?
Yeah, because it's like, I used to have subcontractors, and like in the construction industry, and you know those laws, they've always been had that kind of wording, like, well, you can't supervise them, you can't tell them when to do it and what to do it, and it's like, well, I'm not telling you when to do it. The customer's telling you when to do it. If you want the damn money, you do it when the customer wants it done.
Right.
You know, so that's kind of my thing on that is, but yeah, it's tricky. It's going to be tricky if they go with this route.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's finish that and okay. So how do you deal with the reserves the right to supervise or discipline the worker? How could you have an owner operator leased onto you that you can't supervise or discipline them? They're you know, how do you deal with that one? They can
You either
go run over a bus full of nuns and you can't fire them?
well, firing, and I think it's more like, and not really the term firing. It would be
Well,
uh
write them up,
can-
suspend them.
canceling canceling the contract between the two. I think that would where it would be. It would either be either you cancel it or you don't. Like, you know, um, because I mean, like where I'm leased on at, like I don't know. I mean, they don't really, they don't really say anything to me about this, that, or the other. It's like, you don't mess up, you don't get talked to. And I guess if you do something worth talking to, you're probably it's probably not going to be like a slap on the wrist. It's going to be a been nice knowing you. If you could pull those stickers off your truck on the way out.
Right.
So
Like, I mean, I see it as canceling a contract as a form of discipline, right? It's the ultimate form.
yeah, but to me that really doesn't fall under that. To me, I mean that's canceling it because that's like saying two people with a contract can never work together. You know, um, I don't know. It's like I say, it's. I'm sure there'll be a big room with a big table, and there'll be lawyers going at it for years over this one.
Yeah, sorry, my house might be getting robbed right now, but it'll
Is
stop
there
in
a
a second.
snake? Is there a
There might be.
snake in your bedroom?
There might be. Um,
Uh,
so okay, let's continue on with this here. Okay, and then control over prices or rates for service and marketing of services or products provided by the worker. I mean, we absolutely do that. We sell the trucks as part of the carrier. Um, you know, the price is set on based on what the freight rate is for the load. Um, so, under this, you'd have to say, okay, every owner operator has to negotiate their own price with us. Well, that's not going to happen. But this paragraph right here kind of is kind of a sticker for me. I can't, you know, identify a way. It was almost like it was written just for trucking, whereas the California was, kind of vague and this and that. This paragraph right here just seems like it was written specifically for trucking. Almost like, oh, California couldn't get them or couldn't put a stop to this, so we will. It's kind of this is over the line here. Okay, and then it goes on to say another one is the extent to which the work performed is an integral part of the employer's business. Um, yeah, you could make the case that for the 10,000 trucks, you're not an integral part. A worker who performs work that is integral to an employer's business is more likely to be employed by the business, whereas a worker who performs work that is more peripheral to an employer's business is more likely to be independent from the employer. Whatever. And then skill and initiative and the worker's use of specialized skills in connection with the business like initiative indicates that the worker is an independent contractor instead of an employee. It's open for public comment um, until November 28th of 2022. Um, the proposed rule would limit the cases where a worker can be classified as an independent contractor. And okay, so just saying they'll continue to monitor it. Um, well, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's what they're proposing. Um, what do you think? Does he got legs
uh,
on a
Boy, it's gonna
federal
be
level?
tough. it's gonna be tough. Like
The good news is it's after. I mean, it's after the November election. Not that I mean helps. It's I mean, bust up some majorities. You know.
okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm indifferent on it. I think it's worded in a way where it's like, if they're going after something specific, they're gonna have to tighten that up because the lawyer's gonna have a field day with that.
Yeah, let me go close my door quick.
All right. Well, he does have on pants. That's good to know. I figured he was sitting there with no pants on. Yeah, boys. What you guys think about it? Let me read a few comments here. I'll go back and catch a comment. Me, Cash is King says, "Who's ready to party?" George Wilson's in the house. What up, George Wilson? Thanks for stopping by. We confirming you did have on pants.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, sometimes I don't. I gotta be more
But
cognizant of that.
the debate while you were gone is, does he have panties on? Do you have on?
Stick around till 7:30. You'll find out.
I always say, if you wanted to see know if I got on panties or not, I'm gonna need some money.
Yeah, I mean it's probably like if I mean super chats tell it to get things done. I'm just saying.
That's a Coco type of question you asked me.
I heard you reading some comments. Where did we leave off? Oh,
I was
Snorlord in the
just,
house with $2
yeah,
super
I
chat.
just
Appreciate
caught a
that.
couple at the beginning. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I read one comment. No big deal.
Gary Bates wants to know: can he mention DIY and cash on his video?
As long as you give me 100% of the intellectual property of the video, and I can take it and sell it and use it, to my liking.
Mark Cerrone in the house. You made it. Okay. Nevada says it's not allowed. All right. Andrew says WEF needs to put it in the river. Talking about the World Economic Fund or WWE wrestling. I don't know. Shannon says the truck is great. 4 shops never fixed the issue right. Yeah, that's how it goes. It was all a nick in the ABS wire. Okay.
ABS wire ain't one of those you can rub together and make magic. I'm just saying.
No.
If you want sparks, you gotta start more in your battery box.
Bull of the Woods wants to know how much you paid for those tattoos on the backs of your legs.
Me?
Yeah.
Like $20 maybe. I don't remember. They were done in my buddy's kitchen, so I didn't pay a lot for them.
Pack of hot dogs and a gallon of iced tea.
Pretty much. 12 pack and $20 for some needles, and I think we got her done.
All right. Rich Taco says, "What up? My new alternator lasted exactly 1 month. I'm guessing the internal regulator is out. Output was at 19 volts. Yeah, I had one spike that high. Woo! You gotta turn some stuff on. Turn on everything in your truck. Bright lights, the fan, the heater, all the lights. Try to draw some of that voltage off.
Hook her to your house. I'm just saying, if you got an inverter, run a cord into the house and.
Oh, he's also here for a frozen stick of butter and some garlic. And a rubber mallet.
Oh, bravo, sir.
He says, I hope DIY gets triggered. Yeah, you know what? I'm a little triggered by this because, number one, this is telling probably too much. I'm kind of a geek that way. I've read the codes that pertain to this. That thick ass book like this, I read the section that pertains to this. They don't have the right to determine independent contractor or employee status. It's a voluntary agreement between an employer and employee. You have the right to determine that for yourself. There was no law passed that says they have the right to determine it for you. It's one of those things, you tell a lie long enough, it becomes a truth.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm a little triggered by that. And this goes back to your free right of association thing. Like, you got to defend this stuff. You have to, because it just is one thing after another. And it's similar to, you go back to the transparency thing. It's people crying out for help. Well, this is what you get. Look at
Uh-huh.
the Uber drivers in California are what started this, whining and crying for help. And now look at it's spread across the country, and it's the federal government about to do it to us. To bend you over and pound it in with a rubber mallet is what they're about to do.
Mhm.
Um, where what's going to happen to the entrepreneurial spirit? Like, this country is built on small business. You want to talk about just the mega carriers getting bigger? If nobody can be a leased on owner operator, you're either an employee or you get your own authority. And you've all seen what they can do to the freaking, the spot markets for independent carriers.
Mhm.
They can make it so you don't have a lot of choice. This is regardless of what you think, if it's good or bad. Who cares? Make that decision for yourself, but let everybody have their choices,
Right.
as long as they're not hurting anybody else. You leasing onto Prime has no effect on me. Zero. Why should I care? I think it's a bad deal, but I think you should have every chance to do it if you want to do it.
Yeah.
Come on with it. Says, I hope DIY says my name in his house a lot. That
Oh.
that phrase is forbidden in my house, so no, it does not.
What about a shaman?
I'll drop one of those now and then. You did that
Okay.
way before. That's a Michael Jackson thing. So yeah, copy that from way back. Um, Cover up your door signs and run under someone else's authority is allowable in many cases. That is called trip leasing, but there's more to it than that. You have to change your permits. You have to change your insurance. That is why I do not recommend people ever trip lease, because they misunderstand it and they do it wrong almost every single time.
Mm.
Um,
Would that, is trip leasing something I could do if I got like a high value load out of Arizona? One of them backhauls, as we call them.
I suggest you do it under somebody else's name.
That's right. And then just hammer down, just get her done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Where are we at? Trucking with T-Bone. I can sign my truck on with other carriers regardless of being leased on. Uh, Probably. Better check your contract. I mean, there's almost every contract I've seen has a clause in there. No trip leasing,
Yeah.
and if you do, you owe them a piece of it. Maybe you don't have that. Besides that, if someone signed on here, there ain't no way in God's green earth I'm letting them run for another carrier being under my permits. Ain't gonna freaking happen. Or under my insurance.
Yeah.
No way, Johnny. The company would have to be a fool to let drivers do that.
Not even if I pull one of them high value loads out of Arizona, you want me to stick with your numbers?
Hey, whatever. I need a
You,
piece of that.
that brokerage I'm working on, called Come On With It. Uh, we do 90% of our freight out of uh, Laredo, Yuma, El Paso, high value loads. Like, but we don't report that to the insurance company.
If you are trip leasing, the name on your permits has to match the name on the doors. If the name on your
Okay.
permits does not match the name on the doors, you are in violation. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. I've been through it time and time again. I know somebody that got caught doing it.
Well, you're the encyclopedia of trucking. I mean, where else am I gonna go look it up?
I think there's a FMCSA section on that.
Like I
It's somewhere.
trust them.
I've read it myself.
Like I trust anything they said.
Yeah. Doesn't limit your ability because you can always go work for someone else. You can't lease on to multiple carriers at the same time. You got to understand this. Somebody with their own authority is not a freaking owner operator. You're a motor carrier. So stop with that. If you're a motor carrier, yes, you can pull freight for anybody. If you are leased on as an owner operator, unless they allow you to trip lease and it is done correctly, you cannot haul freight for another company. unless it is brokered. That's totally different. Then you're not hauling it for another company. You're hauling it for your company. The freight was tendered to your company. It's not the same. If I'm leased on to Schneider, I can't say, hold on, Schneider, I'm going to take this week off and go over here and haul freight for Werner. That truck is still registered to Schneider. You
Right.
cannot do that.
I think I see what he's saying there, because I've had the same thought.
You can quit and go work for somebody else, yes.
Yeah, that's the.
But then you can only still work for only them while you're work there. And then you can quit and go work for somebody else. But you cannot
Right.
be an owner operator for multiple carriers at the same time.
Yeah.
You can get your own authority and be a carrier and you know, and go about it that way. That's two very different things. CDN says the owner operator and broker agent role could be in jeopardy based on this wording. Example, if owner operator is dispatched by a carrier and owner operator says no, this clause means owner operator should be able to get a load from anyone. Yeah. Yeah, if it is saying that you know, they set their own schedule, they, you know, things like that. There's going to be a lot of unintended consequences. A lot of unintended consequences. Owner operator's actions can affect insurance. Yeah, they can affect everything. Absolutely. Shannon says, yep, you were right. That last one, I can't come drive for another carrier with my truck unless we set it up with my carrier. Currently, this is the stipulation here. It is possible. Yes, it is possible, but it has to be done right. You can't just change the stickers on the door. The permits must match what's on the door. They must. Chicken Hawk says carriers can just get broker authority, and lease owner operators can get their authority. Yes, but it shouldn't have to come to that. It shouldn't come to that. Plus, you know, a lot of carriers don't only pull their freight. So if they get a broker authority, they can only broker out freight that was given to them. They can't take a load they got from a brokerage and double broker it to the owner operator. So if they can't find an in-house load, they can't give you a load. It's you know, not always that simple. Is an issue with owner operators is they own the truck and maybe trailer, yet sticker and truck is that of the carrier. Is owner operator independent with different MC number on the door is different than owner? Yes, that is why I'm a stickler for stop calling people with their authorities owner operators. CDN, you are correct, but the reason the issue gets confused is because of just that. If you have your own MC number, you are not an owner operator, you're a carrier. And it's playing semantics, but it's not, because this is when it matters. So yes, you're correct though. Georgia Patriot can't stay, got to go to Bible study. The construction industry will have huge impacts by this. Yeah, they will. I think I brought that up back when we were talking to AB5. The construction industry is one of the biggest users of independent contractors that there is. Practically everybody that works for them is a subcontractor. Plumbers. Yeah, we are definitely not peripheral to our company's operations. Yeah. So what will I be? We can get our own authority. Ain't nothing but a thing. It is a thing. Wait till you have your own authority. It's not always great. It's not always great.
If the company you're leased on to now gets a load from a broker,
They can't give it to you.
Yeah, send it on down, right?
As an owner, if you were leased on as an owner operator, they can give you that load.
But no, I'm talking about if I have to go get my own authority.
Oh,
They just
okay.
hand it over, right? They just get that load for me.
No, can't do that.
Like all their connections that they got, I can still leverage that, right? They're just going to get the load and send it over to me.
No, can't do it. That's
Oh.
double brokering. And plus, they may not even have a brokerage authority, which most of them probably do. But Hot Seat says didn't realize this was a pants required party. Put pants back on. No, don't take drastic measures. It's not required.
Yeah,
Only
mine's fixing to come off.
Yeah,
It's hot
mine already have. You know, and you see what I did down here. Come on with it. Says these politicians can't stop me from running freight. I'll always be running. Well, then go on with it. Go on with it.
Yeah, don't let the law get in the way of your happiness, I always say.
See, that's one of the things about having your own authority is everything's great until it's not. And when it's not, ooh. Well, the first time you find out what real trouble is and being responsible for like real things, when a real thing comes at you, uh, it's not always a party anymore. But don't get me wrong. There's people who get away with things for 50 years. There's people who have a whole trucking career and never get caught. But when you do, it's no fun anymore. Asphalt Jungle says it's cold out. I'm wearing socks with my thongs. You get your mind out of the gutter. The other thongs. That's right. Yeah, when I was a kid, the thongs meant they were those things you wore on your feet. They were kind of sandal with the thing that went between your two toes. That's what a thong was when I was a kid. That's how old I am. Not that now thong means something completely else. Oh, come on with it. Used to be Bill Beasley, but one day figured out how to put up an avatar and a new name. I don't know. I don't believe you. Bill Beasley drops massive super chats. I ain't never seen a massive super chat from Come On With It.
Come on with it.
Yeah.
Not to pick on you, Bill, but you got to change that with. It's more of a WID. Come on with it.
Or just take the H off.
Yeah.
Snorler says it's part of a plan to destroy all small business and the middle class. Looks like it. It's a good. If you're trying to do it, it's a good start, right?
Yeah, they don't want you to be independent and be able to go make some money. They want you to go to work for their friends like Amazon and Walmart, and they want you over there slaving away.
Yeah, even Amazon's cracking down now. I saw we got an email. They want you to take your driver's license and your physical card every time you check in. Had gotten an email they're going to start cracking down on safety scores. If your basics get out of line, even if you're fully compliant and still legal to run. They set their own. They set their own thresholds. Yeah.
Wow, you'd think you'd have to pay a decent rate to do that, but I guess that's where we're at in this market. Like
when they don't need you anymore, that's how they treat you.
Yeah.
Yep. Catfish Mike says Illinois is already doing this. I didn't know Illinois was jumping on that too. First use of the word tantamount in my live chat. When government tries to control the free market, it's tantamount to communism or something similar. Yeah.
That's a come on with it.
Oh, I missed a couple super chats. Oh, there we go. Trucking with Diabetes says, can I get a come on with it? Yeah. Drop the link to his channel.
Can you scream that out as loud as you can right now?
I don't want to wake up the dog. She caught that burglar.
Okay.
This Trucking Life, $10 super chat. Appreciate it. This is payment to my mentors. Drop the link. All right. Now let's see if I can scroll back and find my place again. Semi-trailer technician says, who's going to buy the used semis and trailers from the mega carriers if they put owner-operators out of business? That's the thing, though. If the people have to give up that business model and they can't go do it somewhere else, really their only option is get your own authority or be a company driver. And I see a lot of them just stay as a company driver. If they all go get their own authority, can you imagine taking this spot market that's already flooded with authorities and low rates and volumes and adding another 200,000 trucks to it? They're going to have to stay company. Nobody will succeed. Owner operator or a carrier, small carrier in the spot market. So they may retain most of those drivers, but some of them might just give it up. I don't know. A lot of people. So if I can't do it my way, I won't do it at all. Come on.
Hey, come on with it. Damn it, boy. Scroll down.
What happened?
Who you got to put this up first. I mean.
Oh, it is. Right. It is Bill Beasley. By gosh, it is Bill Beasley.
Damn it, Bill Beasley.
Thank you, Bill. Oh, see, we disagree and we're still friends. How do you like that? You buy my love. It is for sale. Apparently, it costs $4.99.99.
All right. Hey, he's earned it.
Damn it,
Panties or
boy.
no panties.
We got to do something for Bill special for Bill Beasley. What are we gonna do? He's
Well,
treated
he
the
earned
both
it.
of us very well.
He earned it. He wants to know if you got panties on or not.
I do. Hell,
Okay.
$4.99. I'm gonna tell you what color they are. They're gray.
All
They're
right.
gray. Damn it!
Mine are
I don't even know what to say.
mine are mine are blue with brown stripes.
Were the stripes factory or aftermarket?
I customized them myself
Jeez.
with with the help. Excuse me, with the help of some really questionable Burger King lettuce yesterday.
Jeez. We're gonna have to do a special live stream dedicated to just Bill Beasley.
Yeah.
Holy! I've never seen a super that chat that big in any live stream before.
Hell no, I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't either.
Just so you know, Bill, I'm going live on my channel in 15 minutes.
Now I'm feeling a certain kind of way. I don't even know if I can finish. Come on.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Look at that. Got him all kind of blushing over there.
I am. I got all shiny.
Damn it, boy.
Got me feeling all shiny. Holy goodness. Where I don't even know if I can find my place again. Okay.
You was at Grafton.
Yeah. Catfish Mike sure is an ugly truck in your avatar. I like that truck. Where is that truck from Catfish Mike? I think that's a badass Cascadia right there. That dark red. Was that like a not a burgundy, but then the blacked out grill? Yeah, that's a
You know what I like about that truck?
money.
The hood.
Ooh.
I like the hood of that truck.
Is that a hood truck?
Technically, I think they all got to be hood trucks, but
You and I were talking earlier. You were pondering a channel name change to Plastic Trucks Are King.
maybe
MPG is king.
I do love me some MPGs.
You do.
Do love me some MPGs. Damn, somebody else was getting at you over there.
CDN Freight Broker.
Yeah.
$20 Canadian. Come on with it. Isn't that like $35 US right now?
I have no fucking clue. No clue.
Thank you, sir. Well, that's very generous of you. Thank you.
I thought the CA meant cash.
Oh
$20
no,
cash.
that'd be if it's a foreign currency, they put the country of origin before it, so that'd be Canadian. Plus, I know CDN is Canadian.
Oh, okay.
Thus the CDN.
Paid you in maple syrup.
Ooh, butter tarts. You got any of them? You got any of them butter tarts hanging around your kitchen there? CDN. Or are you not from that part of Canada?
Hashtag. What'd you call it? Butter
tarts. You get them at Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah, no. Tim Hortons don't play well in my neighborhood. They had to shut her down because they couldn't keep nothing in stock. That's how much junk food we eat in my neighborhood.
They got bought out by Burger King. I think they kind of went downhill a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, they tore down another fast food restaurant to build a Tim Hortons, and it lasted about 3 months because every time I went in there, they'd be like, "We're out of that." I'm like,
yeah.
Can I get a cup of Mountain Dew? We're out of Mountain Dew. I'm like, hell, can I get a cup of ice? We got to charge you for a cup of ice. Like, I'm out.
Shan Brown says I'm leased on to Prime just like I'm hanging out with your dog in the backyard. Come on.
Come on.
Staring says every time I do something questionable, I blame DIY. Hey, that's why you don't see me around much right now. I'm constantly in the background crying. Come on with it. Says what happens if I sign my BOLs? Cash is king. I went through a phase years ago where I signed every bill of lading with somebody else's name, thinking I was getting one over on somebody.
Oh,
It was
how does that work?
my little way of rebellion. Just to say
Oh,
I wasn't the one that picked up the load. So,
ah,
don't even try and compare it against my logbook.
right. Okay, I got you.
Papa says, "Are you talking about hauling specialized farm equipment from Arizona?"
It's definitely agricultural, that's for sure.
Horticultural.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on with it. Does he have? Do I have to give him a new wrench now since he changed his name?
Wrenches cost $4.99. If you guys didn't know,
He already paid for one. He
yeah,
paid for several.
Bill paid for his. I'm talking about everybody else.
Yeah, I got Todd Nilsson wants a wrench. I gotta find his
Well,
comment here,
Todd,
and I will gladly give him one.
how's your credit card usage looking these days? I hope you got some available credit, because
Here we go. Oh, it only gives me the option to report you or block you. I guess I better sign in not on my troll account. How about that? Trucking with T-Bone says, as come on with it stated, the numbers with current carrier would be covered up while running under the other carrier. Yeah, but they don't match your permits. That's the problem. They gotta match your permits. So if you get pulled over and the number on your IRP doesn't match the number on that door, you got a problem. You
so
got
how
what
do
we
I get
call,
how do I
huh?
get temporary permits?
You'd have to draw them off under the carrier, whoever you
Ooh.
put on your door. Oh, Circus Boy, my biggest fan, says it needs to just stop having an owner operator operate under a carrier. See, I just want people to be able to do what they want to do. It's not hurting anybody. It's voluntary,
True.
Todd Nelson, leave another comment so it shows up recent here, so I don't have to go back and find you. I'll give you that wrench. Sterling says, I hear everything DIY is saying, but I'm going to renew my OOIDA membership with my universal basic income. Come on with it. Yeah. It won't be enough to afford it. Trucking with Diabetes, $10 super chat again. Drop the link. Check out that channel. That channel's going places.
For sure.
There's some big names in YouTube that have been turned onto that channel, so that channel's going places. I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
And if you got the diabetes, what better channel? Trucking with Diabetes.
For sure.
Was it Diabetes Alimentarius? Rich Taco says, what happened to AB5? Seemed like the world was going to end, then nothing happened.
It
It's
happened in California.
Yeah, it happened in California. We need to get Vic on here. We need to get the Vic Med on here to talk more about what happened with AB5. I'm not sure people complied. I think there might still be people doing it, from what I understand. So, hey, good for
Wow.
them. At a certain point, nullification is the strongest thing. They can pass all the laws you want. We can nullify them. What are they going to do for certain things?
For sure.
CDN says many drivers want to buy their own truck but want carrier to dispatch them. Solution is FMCSA create owner operator authority sub-level to carrier MC. Then when I look, DIY MC number, I see all owner operator authorities. I mean, I think that's how they want the brokerage thing to work, But I just hate to create a whole nother level of complexity and mediocrity and unenforceable this and that and more things for them to write you tickets for. Works just fine the way we got it. Really, just step off, Jack. Was that gangsta of me? Did I just go gangsta?
Like 1984 gangsta.
Ooh, that's my favorite kind. That's the dangerous ones. Them the ones you got to watch out for. Gary says, so what you're saying is, as an example, I can buy a truck and trailer from someone who has a carrier and brokerage, then drive my extra truck already under my MC carrier, under the brokerage to pay. It hurts my brain. Hurts my brain trying to jump through all these hoops. Juniper says, can owner ops legally rent lot lizards or recreational reptiles? Uh, get a receipt, document it, you know, taxes and whatnot.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you could still work around that because technically they would not be like in the same business you're in. You know, they would be the peripheral of your business.
And they definitely
Um,
work for other people, I'd say.
yeah, you better believe it.
Where'd that go? Okay. Red Diesel says, with interest rates going up, they need that W 2 tax revenue to pay that debt payment. Here's the thing. Um, I understand what you're saying, Red Diesel, but doesn't it kind of just give you the red ass when they expect us to feel sorry for them because they blew all our money, pissed it all away, ran up enormous debt? We didn't do that. They did that. And then we're supposed to put ourselves out to pay for it when we didn't want none of it. Uh, it's just this, how about they just start behaving responsibly with my money?
Yeah,
Never going to happen. I understand that.
yeah, yeah. There's always a pandemic or a reason they need to blow trillions of dollars.
Hmm. Or a or a or a war somewhere. T. Holland says this is why dispatching becomes questioning. Papa says had my house built and everyone who worked out there was a contractor, so they will be screwed. Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's not just trucking, but boy, that one paragraph seems like it was written just for it, don't it? uh, Freight relocators. This would hurt big carriers as well. They depend on leased on owner operators and brokering to other carriers to maintain service of their contracts. Yeah, yeah, you're exactly right. It hurts. It hurts everybody. Some people disproportionately. You know, if it affects you, well, that's 100%, right? If it affects, like I don't know, Schneider, right? Owner operators or what? Maybe I have no idea. I'm just making up a number. What 30% of their carrier? So yeah, it affects them. It hurts them a lot, but it affects you. It's 100% to you. It's like if you lose your job, it's 100% unemployment, right? Doesn't matter what the national number is. They want to collect all those new taxes of future motor carriers with authority. It's hey, they're gonna get their money one way or another. It's for owner operators, employees, whatever. They get their money. Be damn sure of that.
I think OOIDA's behind this. You know, they like charging that $500 to help you set up your authority.
Ooh,
Um,
ooh. Um. So anyway, what I was saying is I have this new service where I help you set up your new authority.
uh,
Setting one up right now myself. Helping
okay.
helping somebody out. Just a friend, not for hire. Not for hire. Uh, Rich Taco says, so what options are you looking at DIY if goes worst case scenario? I don't know. We'll figure it out when the time comes. I mean,
Yeah.
if this becomes a country where you can't freaking do business anymore, what's anybody gonna do? Honestly, it's just ridiculous. It's like live on your knees or die on your feet, right? And that's overly dramatic. But I don't know. We'll figure it out when the time comes, or it may just ignore it. Hell, see what the penalties are. A lot of these laws are passed, no real clear penalties, right? So I want to. I think I should talk to Vic and see what the folks out there in California ended up doing, because it is in effect out there now. Kevin Imp says I run paper logs and have never cheated on them once in my life. That's a good. That's awesome. We never confess to crimes on YouTube, right?
Right. 100%. Never broke a law.
No. Come on with it says we should all set up our own authorities now so we can start aging it to get better insurance rates. Hey, come on. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe. Maybe. So that's the thing too. The people go out and spend tons of money trying to get ahead of these laws and comply with them, and then it does or doesn't ever happen. It's when they pass a new law, business has to pivot. Doesn't matter what the law is. Like this, look at this glider thing they're trying to do with ELDs and blah. How many people went out and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars? And there's fleets I know that have many of these things, and to comply, to be subject to certain regulations that were clearly spelled out in the law. Now change the law, and it's They think they act like it's free. That when they pass regulations, it doesn't cost a business anything. That's ridiculous. Businesses have to pivot and adapt, and it's always comes with a price.
Well, they look at it from the big business standpoint, where it's a small fraction, to hire a couple people to figure up some compliance, but they don't realize, when it takes 10% of your day as a small business owner, it's a little different.
Yeah, and you're one person. I'm one person,
Right.
stretched in enough for different directions. It's been awful lately. Been just running into brick walls everywhere. Kevin M sends, I have a 1999 truck and I swapped out the ECM with another 1999 ECM to be fully compliant and never falsify anything. That's a wise strategy. I've talked to owner ops for Dana and Quality Carriers, and no one is worried out here in Los Angeles. Good to know. So that's kind of right. People are just kind of ignoring it. Screw them. That's. I'm never tell anybody what to do, but in my opinion, I think that's what needs to happen. Is people just need to say, pass all the freaking laws you want. We're not compliant. Go screw
Yep.
yourself. What are you going to do about it? That's why. We don't even go there. Naga Express says, channel member, by the way, thank you. AB5 created exceptions for certain businesses. The trucking lobbyists needed to get busy to clarify and create exceptions for owner operators in Cali. Accountants and other licensed occupations can get a waiver.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it happen to, honestly, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I don't want to see it to happen to any industry. Why is one line of work more subject to independent contractor regulations than another? It's ridiculous. It's I like the free right of association thing. I like to have my rights, even if it comes with a little price. It's important. You got to preserve them. You got to keep them.
But what he's saying there is we really need like some organization that's committed to owner operators and independent drivers that would fight for the rights of its members. It's people that pay their hard-earned money into this thing. Is that what he's? I feel like that's what he's saying. Like we need an organization for owner operators and independent drivers.
Does such a thing exist?
It'd be a good thing to start an association that did something like that.
Man, if only.
Just a thought.
I mean, and you mean if they actually stood up for their members, right?
Right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't want it to turn into some like big money lobbying group that goes around tooting their own horn. While they cut themselves checks for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
When they offer fuel cards to trucks with massive discounts and then keep 98% of the discount for themselves,
Yeah.
give you 2%.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't want it to turn into that.
No, I don't think so. This truck and life $10 super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Fistful of Dollars says, agree. It's getting stupid. It is. What happened to America? What happened to America? With Both Feet says, getting MC number easy. Languishing 6 months to a year because you're a new carrier and brokers won't use you. Not so easy. Yeah, that first 6 months especially it's a biatch.
Go run that Amazon for $1.25 a mile.
Is that what it's down to? I don't even know.
I'm just thinking. If the rest of the market is where it's at, Amazon's got to be like $1.05. They're basically selling you freedom over there.
Yeah. Juniper says it ain't tantamount, it's tantamount. All right.
Ooh.
Justin Axford in the house. What's going on, guys? Just got done with my post trip. Putting down 700 today. Hope you guys had a great day. That's a good day on the electronic logs. Thanks again, Bill Beasley, for the $499.99 super chat. I never seen nothing like that before
He
in my
done
damn
changed
life.
his name. Come on with it.
He did.
Very wise.
He
Very
paid for that
wise.
advice. Yeah, Hot Seat got it right. Says, holy shit, come on with it.
Ha!
So, Nevada says, do me. No, can't lie. Can't lie. Can't super chat a fellow somebody in the comments. Mark M, 45 minutes late. Hope I can get accepted. You're always accepted here. Mark Ely says
With a fee.
500. Apparently not at Americold. No late
Ain't
fee for
that
you
something?
today.
Ain't that something I never, dude? When I walked up there, I handed my paperwork and I was like fully prepared to walk back to my truck and sit there till tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Juniper K says, just tuning in. Which bill law is making owner operators illegal other than AB5? Well, the federal government, namely the Biden administration, has put forth a request through the Department of Labor to propose a new rule with completely different testing. Well, a completely different questionnaire type test to determine whether or not you are an employee or an independent contractor, because they believe you have no rights. You have no right to your own destiny, your own labor, your own time, your own efforts. They need to own it all. So, yeah, federal government jumped in on that one. Fistful of Dollars says, damn, someone is leg humping. You know, I got 2 legs. I'm just saying, if somebody wants the other one, hey, come on with it. Literally, come on with it. Bill Beasley is the panty dropper. He's come on with it. That's who he is. Tolga says, I'm going to start a YouTube channel tomorrow. All right. We'll be there for you. You've been here. We'll be there.
Just copy everything I do.
There you go. Does it work?
I don't know. I'm gonna start Cassius King daycare over here because I gotta watch them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Google will take half. Hey, that's okay. That's all right. You know, if it wasn't for Google, none of this would be possible in the first place. So I'm not gonna complain about that. Rich Taco says DIY is blushing. I'm always blushing. I'm a shy boy. Shy guy. Frank the Tank Truckin says those aren't stripes, they're streaks. Hey, come on.
Hey, sometimes you gotta church it up and call them stripes.
Racing stripes? They vertical or horizontal?
A little bit of both, honestly.
Come on with it says you deserve it. DIY, you help a lot of drivers. Well, thank you. No, really.
Yeah.
That's, in all seriousness, thank you. Even you just saying that makes me feel good.
Yeah, I'll take it one step farther. Farther.
Further. How about that?
Further. One step further. I think the rest of you guys ought to do something.
I'm not gonna get accused of e-bagging here, man. They're gonna be all over me.
I'm not saying you're saying it. I'm saying it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm glad I brought you on here today to do my e-bagging.
Yeah.
Phantom Trucker 309 says, "Gray new lucky panties."
Ooh.
Incidentally, they are nearly new. This is the first time I've worn them. I have been wearing them for 9 days straight, but ain't new anymore. Tell you that.
Oh.
Cash App. Ronald Slisky says the Cash App, the host receives 100% of the donations bill. Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing about that. Number one, like I said, none of this is possible without Google in the first place and YouTube. And number two, I don't mind people doing it here. When stuff like that happens, YouTube sees your channel as more valuable and they promote it. You know,
Yeah.
If you're bringing in revenue for Google, they're going to promote you. Now, I don't bring in nearly enough revenue for them to push it way out like that, but every little bit helps.
Yeah, and here's the thing of that, it's like you're saying, YouTube sees it. If you did 3-hour live shows and you got no super chats, YouTube's not going to recommend that to other people. YouTube wants the money makers. Now, I know a lot of people get a little out of bounds with it, trying to make the money with, clickbaiting and lies and this, that, and the other. But legit super chats, like most people should be, doing when they get hours of valuable entertainment from posts such as DIY.
And casheskingtrucking.com.
That's right.
Let's see. Rich Taco wants to know if you got any threats over the hood truck talk.
Ah, nah, people get a little butthurt about it, but nah, no real threats,
No. Okay, come on with it. Says this cold front is lowering my MPGs. Yeah, it's gonna. It's a gonna. People should be about all on winter fuel here, if not already, very shortly.
I'm pretty sure I've been on winter fuel for about a week now.
Yeah, that's gonna hit you in the mommy daddy parts too.
Mm.
Just about the time when freight rates are down, fuel's climbing back up. Let's hit them with some winterized diesel and some
Hell
cold
yeah,
weather
let's
on
do
top
it.
of it.
Let's do it.
Damn it.
Let's do it. Well, market forces and whatnot.
Yeah. Catfish Mike says 2023 Cascadia. Best thing is the American Racing rims with the cutouts anodized red. I'd love to see a side profile picture of that. Catfish Mike.
Yeah, change your. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Catfish Mike. How about one time you take a picture of them wheels and you change your avatar to them wheels one time so I can see them wheels, because he's talked about those wheels before, and or shoot me an email over Cassius King. Hit me up. I'd like to see them.
You gonna get you some rims?
I don't know if I could afford them. I'm too cheap. You know what I mean? But if Catfish Mike parks in the wrong spot and leaves that truck, I might have some. I'm just saying.
Carry 20-ton bottle jack for just an occasion.
I got a bottle jack, and I don't know if the Ryobi would get the lug nuts off, but she's a half inch. She might get it.
I got a $89 torque multiplier in my bunk. I'll let you have for a while. Why don't you follow him around? Wait till he puts on a brand new set of Michelins.
Yeah, there you go.
Get a 2-for-1. Grafton says got a truck very similar to Catfish Mike's. You could say the MPGs are high. LOL. All right.
Ooh, are we talking about product out of Arizona again?
Oh, Cash. Here's one for you.
Okay.
Phantom Trucker 309. Would a super chat be a tax write-off, educational or training, or how about consulting or whatnots?
I look at it like this. You super chat what you think you've learned in educational value. I mean, if you can watch a DIY live show and you don't pick up on something that you didn't know before,
Gray panties, for example. Just saying.
gray panties, or how about this? How many people genuinely, honestly knew about this law that the feds are working on in detail? Driving down the road, DIY just read it to you. Some of you guys driving down the road. Hell yeah, that's training. Hell yeah, that's education.
I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, print out your receipt from Google. And absolutely, it is.
For sure.
It's educate. I mean, there's
it
multiple things.
Entertainment. You could put her down as entertainment. You better believe them strip club receipts go home with me. Like,
I'm putting in the chat right now the link to where you can drop a comment for the feds on their new rule.
Okay.
How about that?
How about this? How about you apply for a federal student loan and then turn it into a cash app? Come on.
Oh, there you go. Grafton says it. Oh, go ahead.
Forgiveness and all. Forgiveness and all. They forgiven them.
Oh, that's right. Oh, did you see that they're retracting that?
Oh, that was probably on the 6th page of the newspaper, wasn't it?
I just read last week an article about
Ugh.
they're reneging on that. They're retracting it.
Oh, mine.
Maybe not 100% of it, but a majority of the debt forgiveness. They're taking it back.
I am going to owe the government a fortune between the student loans I took out, between the EILD loans I took out fraudulently, between the fraudulent PPP loans I snatched up. Like, oh, I'm in trouble,
Mm,
dog.
damn. Well, mm, what's you changing your channel to commissary as king?
uh,
Prison commissary. Grafton doesn't have the red cutouts in his. Okay.
okay.
Midwest Mike says, "Damn, y'all making $4.99. Y'all making more money than me." Hey, we try. We try. CDN says no butter tarts, just warm apple pie, kubasa, and beer. I'll be over about noon tomorrow.
Uh-huh. You
Yep.
had me at apple pie.
Mm-hmm. Mark Ely says it's snowing. Yeah, it was snowing. It snowed like the dickens here 2 days ago, man. It snowed hard all day, but the ground was just a little bit too warm for it. She didn't
Yeah,
stay.
I won't have any part of you guys talking about snow.
Yeah. Here you go, Cash. Let me set you up. What miles
Uh,
per gallon will it take to survive this market?
Ooh, uh, I'm gonna say, you can survive at any miles per gallon. If you don't like profits and you got a bunch of savings you want to blow through, by all means, uh, low, you know, I'm gonna say the industry standard now is, to me, is kind of like 7. You know, if you can't do 7, then you're working at a disadvantage.
It's it's it may be true. I don't have a number in mind. I'll just say every damn one you can get.
Yeah.
Like pinch that sun gun for everything you can get, man. Because or
Hmm.
ma'am, I don't know, man or ma'am. Uh, you gonna need it. And I kind of think like these things that about the savings and a pile of money to blow through, but you know, kind of medium sized to bigger companies. That's kind of what they do in times like this. Is live off the fat of the land they made from a time like the last 2 years,
Uh
because they
huh.
know they'll make it through, and the next cycle will be even more profitable for them. They don't do well during the down cycles, but they kill it on the up cycles because it's a lot of times it's the last man standing scenario, right? Or this mergers and acquisitions. They know not every year is going to be a banger. It's we pick our spots, and when we find that spot where we can make a ton of money, we go all in on it. There's a lot of that that goes on. Did you freeze up? Or are you having a
Trying to figure
stroke?
out. No, I'm stroking out over here. Now I'm trying to look at the map here and see where would it be snowing at.
I don't know. It snowed here a little last
Uh,
night.
yeah, I'm seeing a little bit around like the Wisconsin, the Wisconsin, Illinois border there around Rockford, Eau Claire down to Rockford. Little patch of snow.
Okay. Grafton says 10 to 12 miles per gallon. That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah,
Different for everyone. Yeah, it is going to be different for everyone too. You're
yeah.
exactly right. What about the topic? Give us an update. We just talked in great deal about that. I just put a link in the chat if you want to go to the comment period, and I hope that link works. Somebody test the link and tell me if that works. To go to leave a comment for. Uh, Wait, I don't think that's the right link. Let me test it here quick.
Was that a Pornhub link you just dropped?
No.
Be
Ah.
better if it was.
Oh, that's not a link. It's not a link to the comments. That's a copy of the. Well, there you go. That's a good link, anyways. It's the document that's to be published in the Federal Register on 10/13/2022. So
Okay.
if you want to read that document for yourself, this is where you can read what I just read. Let me see if I can find a link to where you make a comment. Pros are open for comment. You know what? I can't find the link to where you can comment. But I'll see if I can dig something up. Just not on the fly here. But that link will take you to the text of the proposed rulemaking. You can see that for yourself. Catfish Mike says I should get a wrench for having an awesome Cascadia. You should. I suck at giving out wrenches. Catfish Mike, leave a brand new comment. So I'm trying to. Oh, there you are. Just found you. Oh crap! I just hit him. Undo.
I'm thinking about taking away everybody's wrench on my channel and then making them buy it back.
Add moderator. Okay, Catfish Mike, I apologize. I temporarily hid you because I hit the wrong button, so it deleted your comments. But you should be back now. You should be back as a moderator.
What do you think about my extortion idea?
I think you should. I'm a big fan of extortion.
But not the illegal kind.
No, legal. Legal extortion. There's a big difference.
Yeah. Not like I'm gonna call people you rely on and tell them you're a D-bag if you don't do what I say.
Okay.
Is that extortion?
I mean, which dictionary are we using? Gray's dictionary? Are we using Webster's dictionary? It's all in a semantics.
Okay.
Juniper K says so. Only out-of-state owner-operators can operate in California. They're shutting down only their own folks. It's the way I understand it. Catfish Mike, I hope you can still drop a comment if you're still watching. Let me know you're not hidden. Oh yeah, there you go. There you are. You're a moderator now. Okay. Let's see where they want the payroll taxes and the FICA. Yeah, but I mean, you get that. You get that anyway at the end. You just wait till the quarterly and year end for a self-employed person. Self-employment taxes is what it is. Gary Bates says he sent you a picture of a sticker in a North Carolina truck stop. Did you get that email? Yeah.
Let me check it. Oh man, I just closed my email. Let me reopen this.
Vic. Oh, here we go. Vic Med, the man I was talking about. People need to talk to their congressmen. Bug them. Call them. Vic, what are California? What happened in California now with AB5? Did people comply, or are they just ignoring it? Let me see if I can shoot you an email to the link if you want to come on.
Yeah, I got that, Gary. I shoot that over to DIY.
Copy. Vic, I just sent you a link if you care to. People are asking, now that AB5 is in effect in California, what are people doing about it? Did they let all their owner operators go? Did you just say screw you? I'm not following your rules. What actually happened? We kind of like to know. Melissa says all trucks are lining up for large carrier companies, plus brokers are now carriers. Some are. Some always have been. Oh, there he goes. Vic says we are ignoring them. Well, good for you, man. I think that's the best thing to do. TBT says, did you see they're starting new companies that are retrofitting passenger 767s for additional cargo shipping freighters? Really? Have you heard about this?
They're starting, and who are they starting new companies that are retrofitting passenger services? Yeah, I've seen stuff about that in the past year or so. There's a couple places.
Okay.
Doing that.
Okay. Vic says California trucking companies are also going out of state to set their authority in other states. Yeah, I bet you Nevada's going to have an influx of trucking companies here due to AB5.
As long as they don't cut in on my Arizona freight.
Your Arizona agricultural farm equipment.
Oddly enough, it's non-exempt though. Them bastards.
AB5 failed in the courts. It is in effect in California. It was held up by the courts.
You
It
must
failed.
agree.
Yeah, it failed, was held up, failed, was held up. It went back and forth, and now it is in effect in California.
Yeah, it's legit.
Pop Tart Gun Trucking says FMCSA is going to be giving out every truck driver a new ID number and barcode so DOT can ride behind our trucks and give us inspections.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's
already got that. I mean, have you seen these DOT officers showing like how good the license plate reader is on their squad cars now?
oh yeah. I've seen it years ago. They used to use it, just drive around neighbor. That's the reason they would just circle neighborhoods looking for
Yeah,
like stolen vehicles, people with warrants, because the
yeah,
license plate reader would ping it every time.
uh-huh.
This is
I mean,
ridiculous, the
it's
technologies they have.
instantaneous.
Yeah.
I seen a YouTube video the other day of uh, a state trooper sitting at an intersection and literally cars going 2 or 3 different directions, like as fast as they could, like and that thing was just bam, 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 bam. It didn't miss a one of them. So, I mean, they don't need it. They know whose trailer that is. That's a big thing.
Yeah, the technologies they have are just astonishing.
Yeah, it's
Like we
not
don't
fair.
we don't get away with nothing. They just
Uh-uh.
don't get you every time.
Right.
Uh yeah. Trucking with Cliff says I just got ripped off today. $1,150 to get 4 batteries replaced in Vernon, Texas. Oh my goodness.
Is that them Optima batteries?
Was that those new glow the terminers are words easy for me to say. I can't even talk today. Are the terminals solid gold on those, Cliff?
Yeah.
That's a nice
Hey,
t-shirt you got on there.
at least at least what you were saying was like gold. You
Yeah.
know, took you a while to get to it, but
Was
damn,
it though?
damn, was it gold? Oh, see, everybody needs a cash in their life because no matter how rich you are, and how much you are in control of your life, it never stops me from being an asshole. Like I will
I
just
got
power right through it.
I got that picture you just sent me.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like it.
that was from Gary
Gary
Bates.
Bates. He probably put that sticker there.
Uh-huh.
That's what you get for blocking me from your channel.
Oh, swinging at him. Yeah, 1150, a little high for batteries. 1150, a little high for batteries.
Yeah.
I did my own well, not the other day, about last time I did batteries, I did them myself. I believe it was around 700, like 660, I think is what it was. That was at Love's. That was me doing it myself, though. That wasn't the fine folks at Love's, out there dry humping my truck.
Yeah. Jackknife TV just jumped in with a $2 super chat. Says, "Know your worth." Come on. Thank you, sir.
That's good
I didn't see
advice
that.
right there. It's good advice.
Freight Relocators just became a member. Appreciate it.
That's
Think I
that's
missed
that's money well spent.
Bates Alt Transport. Cash yours will come. Appreciate it. $2 super chat.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Juniper K with a $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that. Sorry I missed y'all right
Damn, they
away.
lighting it up tonight.
Well,
They coming in, dog. They are acknowledging your value.
but they bow down to Bill Beasley though, don't they?
Well, hey, you can't compare everybody to Bill Beasley.
No,
I mean,
there's only one. There's only one. I lost my place now. Where was it? Oh, Pop Tart Gone Trucking's all retired. Nice. Congratulations.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Hope to get there one day.
Come on with it. Says, what flavor Pop Tart, I wonder? Yeah, come on.
S'mores,
I don't know. I ain't getting involved in that one.
blueberry. I'll fight you over blueberry.
All right. Catfish Mike, Cash is King, DIY LLC, your trucking lawyers. Hey, you can't sit at the truck stop counter anymore and be a truck stop attorney, so you got to do it on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's where we've moved to. We've relocated.
Yeah. Vic Med says they were just arguing Why COVID-19 loads were ignored the hours of service only because it was the COVID vaccine. They argued, is a bread load less important? I submit, I don't know. I don't even know.
Uh, you know how you decide that?
How's that?
Is the COVID-19 thing, is that low carb?
Mm, it is.
Well, then, yeah, it's more precedented than bread, I guess. Wait, is it pumpernickel bread?
Dark rye, marbled rye, and Melba toast.
Ooh, garlic butter?
Yes.
Damn right it is.
Fistful of Dollars says, I had no problem using brokers when I had my new authority. Some won't touch you. Some won't touch you till 6 months. Some won't touch you till 90 days. Some say a year. Depends on the broker.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some of them you call with a new authority. They're gonna say, "Hey, call me back in 6 months, 12 months."
Mm-hmm.
There's some of that out there.
Pop Tart says the flavor is untouchable,
Ooh.
but come on with it says it's probably strawberry.
Love me a strawberry one.
Yep.
You know, I like those specialty ones. Anybody ever try those Fruit Loop Pop Tarts? They're like the filling tasted like Fruit Loop cereal.
They say them Pop Tarts are the best kind of sugar for you. You know, just straight to the bloodstream. Highly refined carbohydrates.
Well, what I do is, I'll break it down right here on YouTube for everybody. What I do is I break off the crust and then I chip off a part of the good middle part. And I got me a big old like army spoon that I bent down, and I get a lighter going under that until I get it melted down real good.
We're talking about mainline it.
Hey, damn right. Get a little, chase the dragon a little bit, just a little bit, get it started.
What
And then
gauge needle do you need to get that viscous fluid through there?
1/4 inch. It ain't even got a gauge to it. It's 1/4 inch.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Right there's for you. Inject it somewhere right around in there.
Mm. Ronald Slisky says this is a prelude to receiving the mark. Can't buy, sell, work, barter, banking. Looking like it, ain't it? Looks a little bit like it. Trucking Life says Amazon's comparable to some of the rates on the spot market, especially since fuel jumped. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Justin Axford, happy birthday. Everybody wish Justin a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Justin.
Rich Taco says you'd need to hire a big lobby group with deep pockets to represent us. OOIDA is way out of its league in DC. DC is literally full of sociopath criminals.
Maybe I should go to work for OOIDA.
What you gonna do?
I don't know. Pay myself a large sum of money and not do a damn thing.
Come up with more reasons why people should join?
Uh-huh.
Jackknife TV says I might be moving over to a Tyson dedicated account. We'll see. I kind of like doing my own thing with flatbed, but pretty much guarantees $6,000 a week. Home night, 95% paying mileage though, so I don't know. Take it. Snatch it up before someone else does. I'm telling you.
Yeah, let's just do some simple math on that. $6,000 a week times 52 weeks a year, because I assume you're going to work every week. Why take any time off?
Mm-hmm.
What are we? What are we? Soviets here? We work. Don't tell me. Let me do the math in my head. It works out to $5 million.
3.2 million.
That's close.
312,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's good money.
That's damn good money. Here's how that breaks down. Here's how that money. You see how this breaks down. You put 100 grand of that into fuel. You operate on about 60. You pay yourself 140,000 a year out the door.
I like those numbers. You need a lot of them washouts though. Tyson's stinky.
sprinkle some coffee grounds in there. That's what they tell me on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Catfish
See,
Mike says, "Can't wait for your Cash is King campfire stories." Do you want to talk about your new segment?
Campfire stories. That's where I light a small fire under people's ass. Come on. I roast a marshmallow. I get that marshmallow right at the perfect point of just perfection. You know where they're like crispy on the outside, gooey in the middle, but they're not burnt. I get them right there every time. And then I put one of those right between your butt cheeks and mush them together.
And then
then
duct tape it.
well, we're not done yet. And then I take a Hershey's bar and mush it in there. Then I crumble some graham cracker on it, and then I duct tape it.
Hey, sounds like my kind of campfire. I'm just saying. Oh man, yeah. Fistful of Dollars just started a YouTube channel today. We'll have to check that out.
All right. Oh, you're officially now my competition. So
Yeah, don't be stealing his stuff.
yeah, prepare for
Prepare
a
for battle.
prepare for battle. Has your channel got shirts yet? That you should do
Ooh,
that first thing. Get some shirts.
where can we get a shirt like that?
This is a one-off, but you can get a lot of other nice Cash is King shirts in the merch tent. See how this one's shiny?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got to get that custom made to get shiny. You know what that'll cost you?
Money.
Yeah, an expensive ass little cricket thing that sits in the way on the dining room table all the time and makes a damn mess with shit laying everywhere all over the house. That's what that'll cost you.
So you say it's going to cost you your happiness.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh. MC Transportation says, "I'm in favor of fleece to own being banned, but it won't happen because ATA companies make bank fleecing to dummies." Hey, some of the dummies asked for it.
Yeah. What a dummy signs up for, a dummy signs up for.
I don't want to take that away. I want people. Hey, if they want to do it, I want to be able to let them do it.
That's right. That's right. I
I'm
would
not.
love to.
I don't like to protect people from themselves. That's how
Right.
we got helmet laws and seatbelt laws and a whole bunch of other laws. Laws you
Uh-huh.
can't use your snowblower on your roof. You know, a whole bunch of things. I don't like laws protecting people from themselves.
Just a nanny state. When they tell you you can't smoke a Marlboro while snow blowing your roof, we've entered a nanny state.
Yeah, not saying I think they're all great or everybody should do it, but I think people need the right to be able to do stupid things if they want to
Yeah.
do it, as long as they ain't hurting anybody else.
Yeah. Well, the thing of it is, a lot of people that go to those fleece programs, you never know when you find a good company because you never had graham cracker crumbs sprinkled in your butt and then duct tape shut. You know what I mean?
Hey, I never had that myself, but hey, you got me. You got me thinking.
I'm just telling you.
Hey, it's
You know
only six. It's only 20 to 7. We can get
when
this
I
done yet tonight.
when I said that, my camera said cannot perform this action.
I say get a new camera. There's no camera that I want.
Oh yeah, exactly. I didn't ask you to do it. I said record it. Come on. Oh,
Oh man. Tolga says then I can make the channel's name Cash's Emperor to look like it's not copied. That's right.
right. Uh-huh.
What do I think the ATA stance will be on the feds? I'm sure they'll support it. They seem to love everything the feds do.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, they are the feds. I mean, let's face it. Like it's kind of like when it's when the CEO of Goldman Sachs goes to work at the Treasury, and then all of a sudden, hey, Goldman Sachs getting what they want, making mad profit.
mhm.
It's like,
Yeah,
kind of the ATA.
I'm gonna say the ATA is gonna be in favor because just for the only reason that they're usually in favor of anything that will hurt the small guy.
Yeah.
It'll hurt the big guy too, but they'll find a way. I really think they're not gonna find a way to deal with it. They'll figure it out.
Hell, they'll
It's
just get an exemption.
exactly exactly. They can get an exemption for anything.
Uh-huh. Look at UPS. You ain't even got to have a damn CDL to pull doubles.
That's
Like, are you
smoked my
shitting
ass.
me?
That this is further proof it's not about safety.
No.
They can drop that safety crap as of right now. Cadillac Jack says 50 likes with 140 in the chat. Hit the like button. Yeah,
Ooh,
best
yeah.
advice. Best advice I heard since, hey, prove you're Bill Beasley.
Ah.
Oh.
Bill said, hold my bank card.
Oh. Rich Taco says, hey, Cash, who's copying you now? The universe.
Everybody biting. The federal government, that's who. It was my idea to have all these laws about no owner operators.
Yeah. Kevin says, does somebody want to do my IFTA report? I hate doing it. I don't mind doing those things. I just did mine yesterday. Matter of fact, for last quarter. Somebody will do it for you for money here. Pop Tart will do it for you, Kevin. Or a Cash App. Abraham says, thank you for real. Your Orange Columbia videos help a lot. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Kevin says, still counting the damn miles. Don't you keep a notebook or a trip sheet or anything? I have a spreadsheet you can enter your. Hey, Kevin, email me. I got a spreadsheet I'll send you.
Oh, shit.
If you got Excel, that's all you need. It's no charge. It's free. I'll send you my IFTA spreadsheet. And all you got to do is when you come home, just enter your gallons and miles in there. And it'll keep a total for you for the quarter. End of the quarter, hit print. Print it out. Put it right in your forms. And there you have it.
Would that be one of the famous DIY Excel spreadsheets?
Sure, why not?
You're giving that technology away?
It doesn't have fancy gauges implemented into the screen. It's just a spreadsheet, but it does the same damn thing.
Okay.
Does the same thing. Fishful of Dollars says you just changed out the summer air in the tires. Well, you're ready for winter now.
It's a good idea.
Midwest Mike says, I got me a sugar daddy. Damn right I do. Thy name be Bill Beasley.
Come on with it.
Juniper says, do you still have and use the stationary bike?
I do have it. I have not been using it a lot this summer because I've been trying to get out and walk every day. But I'm keeping it in the truck right now just because of winter coming on. You know, it's kind of hard to get out and walk sometimes when it's 10 below zero with a 20-mile-an-hour wind. So we're gonna keep it in the truck for right now. I have not been using it a lot this summer. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Kevin says, keep your plastic truck, and I'll keep my paper logs.
Ooh, can't have both. You can't have both.
How about we compromise and have plastic logs?
Or
paper trucks.
Ooh, paper hoods.
John Boy says the cheap freight haulers took his panties. Damn it. Fistful of Dollars says, I'd love to see those rims. Yeah, take a side profile of that Catfish Mike.
For sure. For sure. Hey, did the exemption get extended again? I believe it did.
It got extended last month, but only for like 30, 45 days or something.
Yeah.
I think it just ran out. I don't know if it got extended again. I should look that up, but we don't use it. So
I thought it was good till like the end of this month.
Maybe.
Or was it like a mid-month?
That was a mid-monther. It was like 45 days or something.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't keep up with it anymore. My rubber stamp ran out of ink. I mean, I'm not allowed to use it anymore. So
yeah. There ain't I don't think it would hold up. Like, you would have to be pretty damn specific in what you're hauling. I think probably baby formula. There's a baby formula exemption if that's still good. And then like vaccines, I don't think it's going to hold for anything else.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's hard to prove Target ain't got no toilet paper anymore, right?
Toilet paper ain't even on the list anymore, is it?
No, I don't think it is. I remember the good old days when it was paper products, alcohol. I mean, damn, it was like all kind of good stuff on there. Used to love it.
Yeah, Pop Tart says y'all hit the like button. Good advice. Come on with it says he doesn't think it got extended. Checked yesterday. Okay,
All right.
there's the link to if you want to look at that federal, um, whatever you call it, nonsense. Department of Labor request.
Yeah, I don't have to look at it because I subscribe and watch DIY Semi, and he teaches me things I didn't know.
The Velcro ain't just for old people. Pistol Dollar says, I'm so glad I didn't ask the government for money. Yeah, taking money from the government's always it's a shady thing.
Oh, man.
I know I know a farmer that took some grant money to build a manure pit. Something like $250,000 or something, I think.
Whew.
And built the pit, got it paid for, got the money. Next year got all these paperwork in the mail. Never read the fine print, come to find out that by agreeing to take such money for said manure pit, basically relinquishing the rights to your whole farm. You don't get to say where you plant your crops anymore, when you plant your crops, where you spread your manure, when you spread it.
Ooh.
You agree to enter into a nutrient management program, they call it. And they pretty
Oh,
much run your
man.
farm from that point forward. So that was a type 1
Man.
error.
Yeah. Yeah, when you take $250,000 from the government, I'd have a lawyer read that over real quick. Just a couple $100, just say, hey,
Yeah,
make sure they ain't telling me I got to run backwards through my own cornfield with no pants on. Come on.
yeah. Make sure Uncle Sam ain't gonna treat me like a sock puppet.
Oh, man.
Jack Tape TV's $2. Let's know your worth. Appreciate it. Apparently, I'm worth $2.
There you go.
Different strokes for different folks. Fistful of dollars worth 7.25.
I think he's saying 7.25 miles per gallon. That's what he thinks.
Hmm.
When we was at,
Oh, okay.
somebody asked the miles per gallon to make it in this market. Yeah, I think he's pretty close there. I think you got to be above 7 to be competitive.
Fistful of dollars says tell that to DIY on the hood truck he bought.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hey, that thing got
Uh-huh.
probably 9 miles a gallon all the way home. Just saying.
Uh-huh. I
Uh,
still think you sold it because you keep telling me, oh, I'm going to get out there and get a picture of it with the cobwebs on it. I'm going to prove it to you. I ain't seen it yet. I ain't seen nothing.
hey, you don't even know for sure if I still got the orange one.
It's true.
Oh, I did know. We live streamed from it that one last week, didn't we?
Were you in that one or the gray truck?
You're right. Gray truck.
Yeah.
This is the one before that. I was in the orange. This does not affect Freight Connect, right? The law, no, that doesn't affect anything that they do or he does. Freight Relocators, thanks for joining as a channel member. Appreciate it. Nathan Galloway Sr. stopping in. Ooh, chilling in a convertible there in the Avatar.
Mm.
Thank you, sir, for coming
You
in.
want to see a green Kenworth?
Yeah.
Go check out his truck and see now with his situation. I get why you get a hood truck because you're doing heavy haul and you're doing oversized, and you want to get some airflow through that engine because you're pulling 100,000-pound loads and whatnot.
Mm. Yeah, that's a channel. Everybody check out Nathan Galloway Sr.'s channel. Where did we? Okay. Rich Taco says, yeah, I didn't find anything about the exemption getting extended. Okay.
Yeah, it had to happen eventually, didn't it?
With both feet says he's getting 1 full mile per gallon better than the driver that drives for him with the same truck. Mm. Yeah, nobody gonna drive it like you do.
Right.
Pop Tart says, did y'all know the snow tastes different in every state? It's because they feed their dogs something different in every state.
They salt the roads a little different. I like that. I
Yeah.
like that dirty salt. Right up on the edge of the parking lot.
With the yellow streaks in it.
Oh, you gotta get it fresh though. I don't like old yellow snow.
Yeah, definitely. Pop Tart, definitely don't taste that truck stops. No. Oof. Vienna says, "How about Tesla semi? Any thoughts?" I think I find them intriguing. I think they definitely have their place. Local work, spotting trailers, whatnots. But it's gonna be a while for the charging stations and everything catch
Yeah.
up to the infrastructure's got to catch up to the technology.
Flat ground, perfect weather, light loads, perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
you'll pull the hell out of a mountain with a Tesla truck.
Your
You
battery will be dead by the time you get a quarter way up it.
don't care. You can roll down the other side and regenerative brake and charge that battery all the way down.
But you can't get up it though. Like it won't even go up the hill. Like,
Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, like I know it's a big battery and all, but the energy it takes to pull 80,000 pounds up, let's say a 5% grade for 5 miles. The amount of energy that takes is like, how much lithium you got in that truck? Like, is the body panels made out of
Legally?
batteries? Yeah. I'm talking about the metal, not the drugs.
Oh, okay. TBT says, so the PSI developing a proposed rule on to determine contractor or employee with the FLSA is what concern? Concern is it's none of their business. It's your choice. If you want to be a business owner, a small business owner, yeah, you deserve to have your free right of association and develop whatever working relationships you want with whoever you want, unless you're hurting somebody. That's my concern.
Yeah. Yeah. The government stepping in to protect people, grown ass adults, is, I don't know. It's like, if you're being enslaved, I get it, but you're choosing to go do these things.
Yeah, it's as long as nobody put a gun to your head and made you do it. Rich Tago, how about that Asian My video with that California Truck Association guy saying by 2025, 50 plus truck fleets need to start buying electric trucks? Eh, you know, whatever. Don't even
Yeah.
care. Like, buy them, don't buy them. Don't care.
Yeah.
People gonna buy them. It's gonna happen.
The California Trucking Association guy should have been telling everybody, move your trucking company out of California. That's what he should have been telling people, but I don't think that goes with their I think that goes with their business model, Him telling people you should leave California.
Yeah. Ooh, Catfish Mike. Did he email us his rims? No. Maybe he'll email us a picture.
Wait. Go back. What was that you were showing there?
This is Toga. It's a link to the Federal
Oh, no,
Register. Oh, okay.
it looked like a rim you was showing there.
Oh, is that? Yeah, he changed his avatar. Okay. Let me.
I see it. I see it inside the holes there. It's lined with red.
That's what she said.
Ah!
It's
Yes,
only.
he's got a prolapsed rim there. Woo!
Chris says it's only the lease to own people that do that through a company. I'm lost to do what?
I don't know.
I got a little behind in the comments. Juniper wants to be a moderator too. Let me look into that.
Is that why they threw you that $5?
Maybe. I mean, normally, it's moderators $4.99, but we're running a special today.
Maybe when I said $4.99, he thought I meant $4.99.
Oh no, you did not.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm
Where are they
pretty
planning to
sure
charge on those trucks? I don't know. They got to build it, and they will come.
they're gonna charge it off of Rich Taco's 19-volt alternator. That's where they're gonna run alongside Rich Taco with an extension cord.
Oh no, it just got a little weird. It just got a little weird in here. Come on, wait. It says, "How can I put my lips next to yours?"
Oh, son. There's where it starts. First of all, man gives you $4.99. Next thing you know, he's tail grabbing your ass. I'm just saying. Like,
Just saying. Like, if you tell me put the lotion in the basket, I'm out.
uh-huh.
Can you see drivers fighting over the need to charge a truck? I don't know, but they're gonna have to stop washing their feet on the fuel island and taking a leak on the fuel island. You're gonna electrocute yourself.
Oh, man.
Gary Bates again, $2 super chat.
Ooh.
Appreciate it.
A new avatar again, by the way.
Yep, yep. Chris Lazar said, if you are a lease to own driver in California, the company just has to prove you're an independent contractor. It doesn't pass the standard in California. They can't prove it. It's already
Yeah.
failed. They've failed to prove it.
Yeah.
Or by government standards, anyways, not by anybody with two brain cells to run together.
Yeah.
Juniper K, $4.99. Appreciate it.
That was paying for that. That was what I was talking about. They're paying for that wrench.
Okay. Rich Tago says one plus with electric trucks is we can finally take our break at the charge island without any worry. Don't dump out your pee jug, you electrocute yourself. I'm just saying.
They're gonna make you charge going down the road. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna have the chargers overhead, like in Germany, like that video I did of those Scanias.
There you go. Juniper says you did a $4.99 super chat too. Appreciate it. It'll charge at a home terminal and any place I stop. Docks, pump scales, tippers. This adds a few miles per stop. If there's not an outlet, I'll install it. If the business won't, a 400. You can be pretty limited where you can get 489 volts. That's not 489 volts. That ain't that. It's not even right. A 489V, is that the style of plug or something?
I have no idea.
Explain. George Wilson says, what do you guys think about that specialized hauler from West Bend, Steve Fezcheck cab over Pete called Orwell? I think I seen that at I believe he was at the Waupun Truck Show, wasn't he? Might have seen that.
Okay.
I don't know that person or the setup.
I bet there's some sweet action in that cab over. Come on.
That's right. South Georgia Hotshot in the house. Thanks for coming in. You ever seen such a thing as a $499 super chat, Georgia Hotshot? You ever seen something like that? Okay, yeah, 480 volt outlet. That sounds more right. Has already been installed at a tipper for my efforts. What's a shipper? Shipper? Is that what it is?
Maybe he hauls potatoes.
Maybe. Pop Tart got a run. Says hit the like button. Appreciate it. George says OOIDA since 1955. I don't know.
Is that when they started or when they stopped caring?
Or when they became a Karen.
Yeah. Not giving a damn since 1995. Just saying.
Go on with it. Says it started in the 70s or 80s.
Okay.
Gary Bates, $2 super chat says, how you like the bat? I like it. What you need to do is get a big spotlight, put that on it. Whenever you need a load, just shine the bat signal up into the sky. Fistful of Dollars says, I won't work with mega brokers. Okay. That's all right.
Got to know your limits.
Gary Bates, another super chat and another super chat.
What the hell's that bat?
Gary.
What the hell's that bat carrying? Is that a truck? Is that
It
a
is.
bat hauling a flatbed?
It's a bat hauling a dry van.
Oh, okay.
With a hood truck.
It's gonna be tough on that bat to fly. He should have got an aerodynamic truck for him, Gary.
Yeah. Only the Lonely says, have you noticed they're advertising 10W30 diesel motor oil today for better mileage? I think they always have advertised it for better mileage, though, haven't they?
And I got a deal coming for you guys in the next week. I got a place where you can get you some oil extra cheap. Extra cheap. You ever heard of Hart Industries?
You ever heard of a siphon hose?
I don't like siphoning used motor oil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last time I tried that, I about popped an eyeball out trying to suck it up through the hose.
Oh, Rich Taco says we should do a Reno 911 type show where we're trucker lawyers. We don't have
Okay.
to. We don't even have to play. We're certified, bona fide, every other kind of fide. Come on with it. Wants you to represent them in court. Ooh, Benjamin White says I usually run power only out of Vegas. Already a bad market. Used to get 3+ from Vegas to Albuquerque. Now I can hardly get 230 for the same run. And I hate to see what the hell you're getting back there, Benjamin White. That is a that is a tough part of the world that you're operating in right now, sir. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe it when we could get, $5 a mile out of Las Vegas. That was just crazy.
I
Or
was talking to somebody the other day about there was a time there when Colorado was pulling $3 a mile.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just crazy, crazy town. Ronald says, have you heard of the new system that will eliminate credit score called ESG, Environmental Social Governance System? I've absolutely heard of that. That's why I
Yeah.
don't participate. I mean, YouTube is about all I'll do. I won't participate in like Facebook or Twitter or none of these things because all of those things are used. You're
Yeah.
profiled, and yeah, and there's some things that you should not talk about on YouTube or online, and there's a lot of things I don't talk about.
I've personally never heard of this. Let me Google it real quick. Okay, I'm reading it. Hey, I'll be right back. I got to take some things off the internet real quick. Let me delete my YouTube channel real quick. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh man. Chuck and Tip says, with this new rule, how would Landstar drivers fare? Not well. I mean, it would devastate. It would destroy the company.
Yeah. Landstar would have to just become a brokerage. I mean, that's all it would be.
I would think they would be. I mean, I can't think of another major carrier that is a 100% owner operator model. Can you? They got to be the only one.
Yeah, they're definitely the biggest by
You
far.
would think they would be fighting this thing tooth and nail.
Yeah.
Juniper says, does anyone use sterno or canned heat under their oil pans in the winter anymore? Nobody that I know. I mean, that's the amount of oil and fuel and crap that's all over a truck stop and your frame. I think that'd be pretty risky anymore. I mean, unless you're looking for the easy way out.
Yeah. Who was that having truck problems earlier?
Shannon Thomas.
Yeah. Canned heat. Google canned heat.
There you go. Sterno in a can. You're gonna want to block it up and get it real close to the engine.
Yeah.
Just say it was exceptionally cold out that night.
Uh-huh.
Rich Taco says you should wear that shirt all week, don't shower, and then auction it off.
This one?
That one.
Ooh. Or I'm just saying, or I got some really, really nice hoodies right now on the over there on the merch tent. Go check them out. Just saying.
I need to step up my merch game. My merch game sucks. Jackknife TV wants to know if he can pay you in diabetes strips.
Don't need diabetes strips. What are those?
I don't know. You got that
I'm
plug and
robot.
play.
I'm part of a robot now.
Yep. You're Catfish Mike says Ego Transportation has the best lease. Come on.
That's what they tell me.
Juniper says Ixnay on the graham cracker comes and goes straight Tabasco.
We call that over here. That's an advanced level. See, the campfire. That's one. See, and when I take you into what we call a crawfish boil, anybody, I tell you what, if anybody wants to know what a crawfish boil is, leave some super chats, and then I'll talk crawfish boil.
Gary Bates says fake trucking is a turd.
Oh, I
What do we
second
know
that
about that?
motion. I second that motion.
Oh. Steve
I like
says, oh, go ahead.
I like the guy, but the name of the channel is just it's out there. It's
Yeah, what does that even mean?
uh freight trucking F8. I mean, what is it? What's it supposed to be?
Has he used my new tagline? Ain't no feeling like trucker mobiling.
Ah,
Has he stolen that yet?
I think he's still talking about crackers ain't cat food.
Oh,
By the way, can I suggest something for you, DIY? When you write your autobiography, can you please call that son of a bitch "Crackers Ain't Cat Food"?
guarantee it.
Crackers ain't cat
Damn
food.
it. Now I
By
got to do a
DIY
few
Simi.
edits.
Uh,
Come on, when it says I can't get a membership on my iPhone. iPhone. How do we do that on iPhone? Do we go down where you super chat and it's right there, get a membership? Is that on the
no,
iPhone?
it's different on an iPhone. You gotta go. You gotta go into like his channel. Like, click on the DIY Semi logo, and go into where it's like his channel. And at the top, I think there's a tab for membership. It's different on an iPhone.
How about this? I'm in my channel right now. Copy. I'm gonna paste it right here in the comments. The link.
There you go.
How do you like me now?
Now we're thinking.
Yeah. Fake Trucking thinks Gary Bates is funny. How about that?
I said Gary Bates was funny first, so.
Yeah. It's funnier when you said it. Circus Boy says, "What's this rule?" I put a link to it in the chat. Go back a little bit, and you can read the entirety of it. And I read it verbatim a little bit ago.
Mm-hmm. I believe the law is called Buttigieg's crawfish boil.
And let me tell you, ain't got nothing to do with crawfish.
Well, no animals were harmed in the making of this crawfish boil. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Some of them did come out a little dirty and stained.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them did commit suicide when they were done.
And some of them went to work for farmers because they've seen a thing or two.
Oh, Haji Epstein says, "Fake Trucking change the name or quit YouTube."
Damn, Haji Epstein coming in hard on the boy.
Damn. With both feet says, "Check out my second channel, Dinero is Majesty." There you go. If the is only thing this garment is good for. Oh, you lost me there.
If the is the only thing his garment is good for.
Oh, you must be using speech to text.
Ding 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 ding! I need a buzzer to ring in so I can win.
I don't speak that language.
It's like a game show trying to figure out what talk to text is saying.
Yeah, Ronald. Oh, there we go. Ronald knows. FMCSA denied petition from amongst comments of the owner-op portion of the trucking industry to do away with the speed limiter rule on all trucks. Yeah, anybody who doesn't like the getting rid of the, or who likes getting rid of the owner operators, maybe you're for broker transparency. You think these rules are going to work well? Wait till you get a hold of this. Wait till you got to live with this speed limiter rule. See how you like that. Have a little taste of that.
Be getting 10 miles a gallon when they got me at 55 mile an hour. Come on.
That's right. Okay. Oh, truck driving with John says, "Wow, I made it live. Hi everyone. What's the topic of the night?" Topic tonight is massive super chats and who's got it like that.
Bring it on. Get a membership
Yeah.
while you
Bates
at it.
Alt Transport says, "How do I get that monthly safety meeting?" Well, you want that mid-tier membership, I think it's $7 one. And then
I thought that was $15 for the safety meeting.
no, it's $7, I think. It should be only
Only
be $7.
only $7. See
Yeah.
what I did there? I got
Uh-huh.
them way up here, then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I let you meddle them.
Yeah, I had to bring it down because every once in a while I miss a month.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and then what you do is if you want to use it as compliance, just drop a comment that you were in fact there,
Yep.
and uh, and then if they audit you, say, "Hey, here you go. Here's these safety meetings I've been attending," and then they're gonna
Yep.
watch it and say, "That's brilliant. More people should do that for $7 a month."
Uh-huh.
Steve says it's snowing in Fort Wayne. Ooh, get out of Fort Wayne.
Ah, for reals? Already snowing in Indiana this time, oh, man.
Mm-hmm. Tito's and Soda says
Oh
greetings from North
man.
Carolina.
How's the
Uh,
freight market down there?
I don't know. Volumes were up last week. They're not quite as high. They're not up as much this week, but yeah. Google Terms says here at one time ice cream was exempt, but not ice cream packaging. Go figure. Tito's and
Nice.
Soda says is man dip around. 4.99 super
Ah,
chat. Appreciate it.
Man Dip lives right here. Man Dip's in my heart.
Yeah, you almost pointed to your mouth. I'm glad you kind of diverted that
Ah,
a little
Man
bit.
Dip's down here.
John Boy says the government is worse than any gang on the planet. Ooh,
Uh-huh.
what about what about Cool in the gang?
Uh,
What about Fat Albert's gang? They worse than that?
how about the
Come on.
Bloodhound Gang?
Ooh, yeah, they bad. Come on with it says if the of the garlic butter variety. You damn right. See, come on with it gets his comments read, whether he's speech to text, whether he's sending
Uh-huh.
smoke signals. It don't matter. We
Yeah.
read all comments.
Yep.
Haboonster says Cash has one-on-one trucking calls coming soon. Cash consultant. Heck, I
Yep.
know.
I got to get that worked out. Got to get. I mean, I don't want to give anybody any ideas, but I did see someone was put up a channel called "Trucking with Blood Glucose Complications." Now,
That just struck me as funny, dude.
uh,
That's hilarious. Oh,
no one else gets me. DIY gets me.
because I know how long you were working on that and the effort you went
Uh-huh.
through to go down that road, and then you got to
Yeah.
say, and then I got to come back with, oh, you mean trucking with a not a fully functional pancreatic system? And then you say,
Uh, I got nothing after that. Got nothing after that. Jello.
oh, I muted myself.
Oh, okay.
So I should have went endocrine system, but I blew it.
Yeah, it's all right. Those are big words.
Yeah. Sterling says the Tesla trucks running out of the Reno factory go out to Fremont, California loaded, but come back home over Donner Bobtail. I'm not sure if they have pulled empties back to Reno yet. Okay. What kind of trailers they pulling with them Teslas? How long before they got a Tesla trailer? I mean, come on. Tesla reefer? Hey, I'd be down with a Tesla reefer. How about that?
You know, a Tesla trailer would be a good idea because you could put some batteries in it and you could regen
More
all.
regenerative braking.
Yeah, yeah.
But think about it. Tesla reefer, where you could, we already have reefer units that can run electric when they're staged in a yard. Why not? Even if you're pulling a diesel truck, why can't we have it so that it charges, and can stay electric?
Oh, let me tell you, don't bring that up on YouTube. I did a video a few weeks back where, like in Europe, they're doing like these solar paneled trailers that Yeah. Oh, people hated that, dude. I'm like, I think it's a pretty good idea. You put a battery underneath the trailer. You know,
Hmm.
you put solar panels on the top and the sides, and everybody else. What do you do when you drive it at night? Well, it's a fucking battery. Like, you know, like,
Yeah. Mm. Wait till the sun comes. I run till the truck stops on the shoulder, and I wait for
yeah,
the sun to come up.
yeah. And I stop by your mom's house, and while it's charging, I go inside and I ask her out for a nice seafood dinner, Camo.
Try to get her in the bunk of my cabin over.
I go in and I show her what a crawfish boil is.
Give her the old three gearbox special.
Uh, we
You demo-
collect
you,
some.
have you demonstrated an oil field handshake?
Uh-huh. I get out of my truck and I shake my bucket of corn till your mom comes and picks me up.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't see anymore either.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I completely lost my place. I'm sorry. Oh, Mark M with the $4.99 super chat. I do appreciate it, sir. Says I
Go.
can't even get a foot long for $5 anymore, but I sure can tip the host. Thank you. Ain't that the
Mm,
truth? Holy Hanukkah, have subs gotten expensive at Subway? Holy
yeah.
crap! Oh, I'm gonna butcher this. Albinko Makarovich became a YouTube member. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Grafton. Ooh, there's a picture of Grafton's truck. That's a nice
Ooh.
one. Became a
I like
YouTube member. Appreciate it. I thought Grafton was already up. Tell you the truth.
everybody going with these black rims on these trucks. Looks snazzy, man. Because
Yeah.
like I don't polish the aluminum, so mine just looks like garbage. So yeah, maybe black's the way to go.
Bates Alt Transport, new member. Appreciate it.
Nice.
Appreciate it. Juniper's down an air tank due to the trailer leaking. How can there only be one in the whole U.S. of A? Because they on a container in the Ukraine, waiting to come. Waiting.
Yeah.
We don't make nothing here anymore. GW Bull says intermodal doesn't pay enough to support buying used trucks for an owner op. Don't know how they think people will afford a 300,000 electric truck. It's just another way to force the little guy out too, honestly. And plus, there'll be
Yeah.
subsidies coming out the wazoo
Uh-huh.
for this crap.
That's how the
But
bigs will take it over.
yep, they will.
Electric trucks.
Just like when these APU grants come out at the states, the bigs soak them up, man. They soak them up.
Yeah.
So they'll soak up these subsidies because they got the inside track on everything. They have people that it's their only job at some of these places to get into about every program for getting money that they can. So they get an inside track, they'll get them, and then here you are, stuck holding a bucket of corn in your hand. Marcos says, I think I was going through withdrawal symptoms because you guys have been away for so long. Welcome back. Thank you for all you do. Well, thank you, Mark.
Yeah,
That's
appreciate you,
awfully
Mark.
nice of you to say. Yeah,
'Cause-
I've been busy and just running into like opposition and brick walls and everything I do here lately, and it's just been a struggle. So, not complaining, just haven't had the time to dedicate to doing stuff. I got to go trucking and leave Wednesday. I'll be back next Wednesday.
Mm,
Freight's kind of picked up here. They've been doing loads through the brokerage and squaring that away, and then I can't keep turning down loads, so I'm just gonna hop my ass in the truck and go do some. Um, and that's just what it is, you know. We
right.
trucking.
I'm surprised Mark didn't have anything to say about fate trucking.
It's young. The night is young. It's only
Oh, okay.
7:21 p.m.
I got you.
Uh, all right. TBT's throwing out some. He says union experience. The way to afford electric truck is not to pay for diesel. Diesel.
Bizzle.
Diesel.
Are we changing the time this year, or is this like, were we done changing time?
We're almost there. It's coming in. When is it coming? It's before Halloween now. Might be. Is it this weekend or next weekend?
I thought they voted to do away with that.
Wow, that's news to me.
Let's see what we got here.
Naga says Wisconsin
November.
trucking pros need to stick together. Minnesota's okay too, but that's Vikings territory. Purple looks good on a Kenworth, but not in a
Oh,
football jersey.
yeah. I get it. I get it. You know, you can talk smack, but kind of wait till my team's in the first place, at least the division, before I talk smack, right?
And wait till they don't get beat by the Jets.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's pretty rough when you get beat by the Jets, right?
Well, yeah. Cirx Boy says, "What's this rule? I was away. If you answered, yeah, I answered your first one too. But it's a federal version of AB5 with different qualifiers. Is long story short.
Yeah.
Very very different qualifying questions. So I put a link to the document in the chat here. If you care to look at that for yourself. I read the whole thing. It hurt my brain to go back and read it again.
Hey, I'm gonna step out for a minute. I gotta return a phone call real quick before it gets too late. Give me about 5. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right.
GW Bull says, where does the government plan on getting the money they will lose off every gallon of diesel they no longer sell? Higher property taxes to support roads? they'll get it somewhere. They don't care who they'll take it. Never stopped them before from just coming up with something else. And who's to say they won't tax the hell out of they're going to subsidize the hell out of purchase of these vehicles at first, and then later when everybody has them, who's to say they don't tax the hell out of them? Who they'll tax is the power generating companies that have to generate all that extra electricity. They'll say you're polluting too much. Well, we got to run our factory, our stations harder to make all this extra power for all this tax on the power grid that you guys created. I don't care. You're a dirty power, polluter. They're going to pay dearly. That's good. This is going to stress the power companies enormously. The grid is not up to this task. Nighttime, they want everybody to charge their vehicles at nighttime. Nighttime's when these power companies kind of power down a little bit and then do some repairs and catch up on things to the immense demand during the day. I hate to see what this is going to do to the power grid in the United States. It's not ready for this. It's not built. Hell, California's already had these problems. And that's just California. You can't. Get it to everybody buy a Tesla. Well, you can't charge a damn thing when they had these problems. They had problems with their power grid before the Tesla situation. And then you got electric trucks or cars running down the road right now, not taxed. Who's to say they don't put tax at the charging stations? They'll get their money. Be sure of that. Be real sure of that. Just where, how, when, who knows? Who knows? Midwest Mike says those new electric trucks are going to make it okay to do a 30 at the fuel island. You're probably going to do more like a 45 at the fuel island. I think is closer to how long it takes. Except for I read one of those superchargers can do it like somebody had one that could do it in like 20 minutes. So I don't know. You'll be there as long as it takes. That's for sure. Oh, I meant 480 volts. Okay. Yep. Who's going to Matt's? When is Matt's this year? I don't even know. I've never been there. I've always said someday I'm going to go. Someday I'm going to go. And then, here I sit. I like to go to Matt's and Gad's, but it's not going to happen right now. Gary Bates says that's a high voltage brown, orange, yellow, if I remember. Okay. Jason says, sorry, I missed most of the stream. What rule is this? Go back and, a few minutes in, we started talking about it. It's a rule put forth by the federal government through the Department of Labor to make a request to redefine independent contractors. It's a little bit more, the parameters are different than AB5. There's a certain paragraph in here that to me just absolutely defines trucking and makes it subject. But here, I'll put the link Here, let me see if I can copy and paste this one more time. Yeah, don't do this to me. Come on. Come on. Here. Copy. I'm going to post it in the chat right here, the link. Hopefully that works there. If you want to read it just for yourself. And, oh, Cash, give me the thumbs up when you want to be back in. You got to be behind the scenes here. Why the hell does he have a bucket of corn? What the hell's going on? Okay, he's on the phone. I know what he's doing. Let's see here. Tolga says, I was going to type a similar thing. European countries are pretty small, and managing these countries can't be comparable to the U.S. Yeah, this whole thing, I always hear every time, well, they do this in Europe, they do that in Europe. You got to understand, you can fit most of Europe inside of Texas, or Alaska, or Europe is not that big. You could drive for 5 hours and drive for several different countries. Transportation is not the same here. This country is way bigger. And besides, I don't want to be like them. A lot of people died in this country, so we didn't have to live under their rules and be like them. And I hate this fascination with the royal family and everything European. They can do their thing. We can do ours, and mind their business.
Hey now.
Everything go okay?
Yeah, we good. I had to make a call, put on some shorts.
When you said make a call, did you just step out of the truck and yell, "Suey"? Shake your bucket of corn, Suey.
Sure the hell did. That's how you call them in for dinner.
Did they all pop up looking like a bunch of meerkats?
But they was over there rooting around in the bush. I just had to draw them out of the bush.
There you go. There you go. Mark M, once again, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Mark M, how's that new job of yours going? Working on reefer units and whatnots. Never heard anything about that. Curious. TBT says, Cash, you look like you could suck a golf ball through a siphon hose.
Appreciate that.
All right. Circus boys parked the truck and selling ice cream around town. From a window, a van with blacked out windows came out.
Damn right.
Papa says Cash got hooked up on good Russian oil. How about some Russian diesel?
I'd burn it. I mean, I'd just be honest with you.
Okay, appreciate it. Uh-oh. We got something else going on here. Let me scroll. Well, I'm way behind in the chat. I'm sorry, folks. Fate Trucking with $20 super chat. Appreciate it. Here we go. A trucker who doesn't truck telling us about his struggles. Okay. Oh.
Is he talking about himself?
He's talking about me.
Oh.
He says, I don't truck and I'm telling you about my struggles.
Oh. Okay.
Damn it.
He's actually trucking now? I thought he was like fishing or at a Vikings game or.
He's sitting on shore waiting for it to freeze over so he can go ice fishing. He's just sitting there with his fishing pole, trembling.
Nice.
Okay, Mark says Allied Van Lines is also all owner ops. Okay. Oh, FedEx. There you go. There you go. We forgot about FedEx. Heavily owner operator. Yep, FedEx has many contractors. Jason says, I'm pretty sure they're not seeing this chat. Okay.
Why would he say that? Because we're laughing about calling in people's mamas with buckets of corn.
Oh, man. Circus boy.
Oddly enough.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Oddly enough, if you would like your chat read in an expeditious manner, attach it to a super chat.
There you go. Ronald says there's a study for diabetes and dehydration is a major trigger for those with diabetes. I imagine because your blood's probably not as thinned out or whatnots. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm a lawyer.
I explained it to Nathan Killians the other day. I said, imagine you put you get yourself a soup pot and you put it on the stove on high and pour a bag of sugar in there and kind of see what it makes of it. I said, that's kind of what's going on in your veins, that
There you
nice
go.
thick syrupy burnt sugar.
Yep. Google page term says to get a membership on an iPhone, you must have to borrow an Android.
Uh,
There you go. Oh, okay. Tolga's going to put the links to the to that proposed legislation here for everybody to read if you want to.
okay.
Barry Harbison finally in here says looking for frozen waffles, no
Ooh,
crawfish.
I got the Eggo waffle sweet morning whispers also. That's another thing I do,
Ooh,
If anybody wants to know what that is, super chat. Super chat if you'd like me to explain what the Cash is King frozen waffle sweet morning whispers are.
mm. Oh, side note, I just hit 36,000 subscribers.
Mm,
We just went over.
earned every damn one of them too. Earned every damn one of them.
98% bought and paid for
Nice.
with a Bill Beasley super chat.
Damn, I missed that joke. I missed it. I was like, damn, check must have cleared. That's what I should have said. I
Mark
wish
M
this
says
was
nice.
I wish this was like court where I could tell people I want to strike that last comment. The jury does not recognize it. Let me say a different one.
Mm-hmm. Circus Boy says I was informed the case law of West Virginia versus EPA means three-letter agencies no longer have the power to make rules. Technically, they never did. It's just those things like IRS says this, IRS says that. Well, IRS don't make law.
Yeah,
Congress can say from time to time the secretary can do such and such, but they can't make law. And it kind of got that way with all these agencies making their quote rules. And it's about time somebody set them straight. But hey, they're still enforcing those you know delete regulations against people that have deleted their diesels. Still coming down on them for that. That's an EPA rule. But Benjamin says, yeah, going from Albuquerque or Midwest back out west is terrible. Hoping rates pick back up at the end of next month or month. I hate to tell you, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Benjamin, but it's not going to. It's probably going to be a little worse.
that's a good lane if you got the right freight. I'm just saying. Have you thought about hauling some horticultural?
You're going to have to pick it up at the border, not at like, Nogales or Laredo. I'm talking about like 30 miles straight west.
We'll send you GPS coordinates. You show up Thursday at 5 a.m. And hey, it's a light load and it pays real damn good. I'm just saying.
That's right. That's right. Oh, Brothers Grimm in the house says, hi, new to the channel. Looks like good stuff. How are you guys handling these markets?
Like this.
That's right.
I like to get them with a little bit of that too.
With a bucket of corn and a suey. That's never not going to be funny. Oh.
The visual is the best. You know what I mean? I just imagine some kids standing at the bus stop with like a little 1-gallon bucket shaking.
Oh my gosh. No, so let's answer the man's question legitimately here for a second because he's new here and it's nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
How am I doing it? By leaning on the relationships we built for the last 2 years rather than chasing the next highest rate all the time.
Yeah.
We built a few direct customers. That's been very helpful and nice. We've tried to work with the same people a lot and build some really strong relationships, and that's feeding us right now. They he even told me again today. He's like, "You're my number one option on this lane, and would you take over this lane?" And I'm like, "When I have the truck, I don't have enough to do it to say I can do it every single week." That's how we're handling it. Yeah, our my direct customer freight the rates have not gone down. In fact, they went up a little bit from last year, but last year they were a little bit lower than spot because spot was crazy.
Yeah.
But they actually raised the rate this year because of fuel and whatnot. Um, on the stuff we're doing with that particular broker on the regular, he cut the rate slightly. He did cut it a little bit more, and we had a conversation. I'm like, look, man, we're in this. I think we've proven to you by now we're in this for the long haul. Like, this is what we want to do. This is what we want our company to be, is doing this for you. He's like, okay, I appreciate that. I'll bump it back up a little. He says, but you got to understand like the market. And I'm like, I get it. I get it. I'm not even I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining our position, right? So I'm letting you know when things turn around. I'm not going to come and beat your ass off.
Yeah.
Trying to get more. I'm still going to haul it for this rate. Now fuel continues to go up. We'll have other conversations, whatever. But so, and we're trying to just do that and repeat. Do that and repeat. I'm not trying to do new things right now. So what are you doing, Cash, to deal with this market?
Same thing. Same thing. I've been through enough cycles that it's like I'd much rather have people I deal with all the time on the slow and steady, you know.
Hmm.
And that's what you learn when you deal with the cycles. When you're when you understand cycles, it's just what you do, you know.
Right.
You ride the cycle wave. You know what I mean?
I
It,
I'm glad you said that because I hope if we get another opportunity like we had the last 2 years, that people really rather than get excited, yeah, get excited, go out and make all the money you can, like honestly, but like also try to really build something. Try to take advantage of the situation in ways other than just money for the moment. It was the time the last 2 years where you could set yourself up. Like I think even Paul and I said it in a Freight Connect video. Like now is the time. Could you get out and go and get $5 a mile all the time? Yes, but you could also set yourself up to get 350 a mile for the next 10 years.
yeah.
Which would you rather have? So now, if we get another cycle like that, please have the insight to think that way because you just got a lesson. You just got a kick in the ass lesson. So
Mhm.
I hope that a lot of people kind of approach it that way next time. We'd all really be better off. All right, Keith, new channel member, appreciate it. Also a $20 super chat, man. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel.
Money.
Says money. He gets it. Speaks our language. Sounds like.
Uh-huh.
Uh, now I lost my place again. Yeah, I definitely want a Tesla reefer rather than diesel. I think that's an interesting concept because it in a catastrophic situation, if they made it somehow where you could hook it up to the truck to recharge, you know, that would be
Yeah.
beneficial. Oh, Bill Beasley was talking about the DIY semi coffee mug with how does he get his lips next to mine. Well, there you go, right there.
Okay.
Do you have do you happen to have a mug, such a mug like that, handy, Cash?
Uh, and not handy. It's back there somewhere.
Okay,
Um, you you should shoot one of those over to Bill Beasley so he can be on your mind all the time.
I will. If he was to email me his address at diysemi@yahoo.com, I would send him a complimentary one.
Mm.
Perhaps a T-shirt.
Does that come with every $4.99 super chat?
I couldn't see why not.
You damn
Mi-
right it does.
Midwest Mike says if Mandeep finds a building 5, they can get it. Can they get an exemption? Come on.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, there you go. Josh Crouch just sums it up. He says childhood goals to grow up and be able to do grown-up stuff, then become a trucker. And now I'm told what, where, when, and why. And now
Yeah.
I'm being told I can't do that. Yeah.
Well, that's it in a nutshell right there.
Sterling says, have you met my friend Avaj Deep? Yeah. Fat Albert's politically incorrect now. It's a weight challenge to Albert.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Jonathan Camp says this is out of control. It's yeah. Well, hey, eventually we're gonna steer it into a bridge abutment. That's how you know it's over.
Right now we're riding with a gun in our mouth.
That's right. Mark Kemp says when you can't see, you know you're laughing good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot Seat says these 2 buckets of corn are cracking me up. If you guys only knew, it's so funny because of the conversations off the air, more so than the conversations on the air. We should start recording them, and someday when neither one of us give a damn anymore,
Uh-huh.
release them for sale. Uh, Barry says we both have too much free time. It's quite a possibility.
Mhm.
Quite a possibility. Uh, Tito's and Soda says, can we do some jaw jacking? I feel like I'm in an orientation at Swift for 3 days.
Whew.
Oh, if orientation at Swift is this much fun, sign me up.
Do they pay for orientation over there? How does that work?
uh, I don't know. I don't know. Come on with it. Finally found the membership button. Appreciate it. Derry MP says you guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Kind of like an Aerosmith song. Circus Boy says, did you and James Best have good buddy time in Las Vegas? I did not go to Las Vegas. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not in the clique. I stayed home. I stayed home and run a business.
Made money.
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 Okay. CJ Hudson says time change is November now. When we spring forward, it will be the last time. Oh, this is the
Yeah.
last time.
No, next spring will be the last time. November 6th, Sunday, November 6th will be our next change. And then in the spring, in next March, we will do a spring forward. And then that's it.
Wow, they finally did it, huh?
Yeah,
I always thought that
2023.
was kind of stupid. It's going to be quite an adjustment. Well, not really. We ain't going to freaking notice.
No,
But
it now is the adjustment. Like
yeah,
I
it's
hate it.
stupid.
I hate it. Like
Yeah. You're playing with you're shifting number typical government. You're just shifting numbers around like
uh-huh.
to make like a small group of people happy. I don't understand it's electricity and all that, but just change your work hours. Show up an hour later, whatever.
Mhm.
Mark M says you're not paying for diesel with electric trucks, but you'll definitely pay to supercharge. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, so just how would permanent daylight savings time work? Uh, if you
The
got a
time
watch, you
yeah.
never got to change it.
Yeah. The time we're on now will be the time we will always be on.
Yeah.
Like you always be on this time.
Trucking with Velox 18. What's up, fellas? Just parked for the night in Missouri. Y'all may
Mm,
have heard of Trucking with Velox 18. New channel. Not well known quite yet. Getting there. Come on, check him out. You realize he's gonna like blow by both of us in a week, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do when I see him going by? I'm gonna grab those coattails, ride him
There
all the
you
way
go.
up.
I'm gonna get in behind him and draft. I'm gonna try to
There you go.
catch a little bit of it.
There you go. I'm gonna start talking good about Peterbilt's just to get in good with him.
I thought about just stealing his thumbnails, just his truck, my face. I don't
I've
see
heard.
how I can lose.
I've heard you can do that.
Uh,
I've heard you can do that.
it's just like a crawfish ball. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. No one has super chatted to hear what this is yet. Let me see if I can interest them. It involves a corn on the cob, a red skin potato, one crawfish, and a little bit of Tabasco. If anybody wants to know how that ends, let me know.
I thought there was a rubber mallet too.
Well, I don't count that as an ingredient. That's a
Oh.
tool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
George Wilson says sometimes you have to improvise your taste buds. Cry manicotti, but you settle for grilled cheese on the radiator. Damn right. When you pour, you pour.
Yeah.
Killian says if the new AB5 law goes into effect, what would that due to Landstar drivers or all other carriers that only have owner operators. Wouldn't be good if they could enforce it. I mean, hey, the writing's on the wall what it would do.
At some point, we got to rebel, right?
Or just say, I'm not doing it. Just nullify. The final power is with us with nullification. Jimmy Foodbank says somebody said they have diesel generators running the charging stations.
I did see that. Somewhere in California, they had like a power outage, so they had to bring in like a big, like, those cat generators
Mm-hmm.
on like a semi trailer. They had to bring one of those in to run the charging stations.
Yeah. Isn't California like a living contradiction to just everything? Like they're the epitome of do as I say, not as I do.
The land of hypocrisies.
And that ain't the people. I don't think the people want that. It's freaking just the government. Maybe the uber wealthy out there do, because it's of no consequence to them.
Yeah, they keep electing, their officials, so apparently they want some of it.
Yeah. Irk says, I started trucking at the worst time, bought a truck at the worst time for rates, and now this. He says, oh, well, keep trucking, I guess. Yeah, it's like Cash and I came up with years ago. What was that saying we came up with in 2010?
You know what it is.
Keep on trucking.
Oh, no, mine was, you know what it is. Go F yourself, fake trucking. That was mine. I don't know. I don't know where you got yours from.
Okay. Barry says, when you stepped out, was that to call your corn dealer?
Yeah, I had to get some non-GMO over here.
Yeah, they won't take that Roundup Ready. You don't want to hit them with that.
No.
Oh, Ronald says Europe is being forced to heat their homes no more than 55 degrees. Excuse lack of oil production in which the elite hope they happen here. Yeah, all the more reason we don't want to be like Europe, right? Like, come on with it. Says I saw DIY in a truck last week. Where'd you see me? Where'd you see me, and why didn't you say hi? Okay, George Wilson says Oakley, the bulk haul company, is 100% owner operator.
Yep.
These largely owner operated companies, they need to unite on this and fight. They need to get Johnny Cochran on their side.
Some of those tanker companies are pretty much all owner
Quality
operators.
Carriers. They're a lot of
carriers.
Is Indian River? I don't know.
Keenan Advantage is a big chunk owner operators.
Brothers Grimm says contractors for FedEx hire W-2 employees. Does that bypass that? I don't know. It's not clear. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
But it would be one step up from that. It'd be the actual contractor.
Yeah, the contractor.
That's where your problem would be.
Yeah. The WCF Invader says, late to the party here, but I'm going to give Fuel Ox a try with the next oil change. Thanks for the studies, DIY. Yeah, I think I emailed. Were you one of the ones I emailed to that stuff to? I got a comment from a dude today that said he's got an older 379 with a 3406 E-Cat in it. He started using the fuel additive. Says he gets a lot longer life out of his fuel filters. And I don't know if this is how accurate. He says he gained 25% fuel mileage. I would never make that claim.
Damn.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I almost think there has to be something else going on there. But I don't know. Maybe if there was some kind of problem he was having, and maybe it helped resolve the issue if he had some buildup or something somewhere. I don't know. That seems high, but that's what he said. I would never claim 25%. But hey, if that's what you get, that's what you get. I buffered there for a second. You back?
Yeah. So that heating their homes to 55 degrees. And I got a buddy that lives in Las Vegas, and he said this summer during like the heat wave they were having, that the electric company called his house and told him he should turn the air conditioner down because he's using too much electricity.
Hmm.
Now they got digital meters; they know how much you're using by the minute.
That's what happened when years ago we didn't fight smart meters
Yeah,
and smart
and
thermostats. Some of like in California now, there's places where they can just control your thermostat
right.
because they gave you some kind of subsidy or tax break for putting in a
Hmm.
controllable thermostat.
Yeah, come to find out, that damn government money's expensive, ain't it?
Damn right it is.
Like, people think it's a great deal. They go out and get their loans from the government, And earlier, I just want to be very clear. Earlier, when I was talking about PPP and EILD and student loans, I ain't borrowed money from the government since I was like 16 when I got a USDA loan to raise some livestock. Like that, I learned back then. There's too many hoops to jump through to get any government money.
You learned
So
back then the power of a bucket of corn.
you damn right I did. But yeah. But anyway,
Interest rates are low, but most times the government money will be the most expensive money you've ever borrowed.
uh it's about control, Because why do they care what interest rate they give you? Because it ain't their money to begin with,
Compliance can
So
be difficult
that's
and
all it
expensive.
is. It's control.
Hmm.
But anyway, I tell my buddy, I said, I tell the electric company, it's my job to pay the bill. It's your job to get the electricity to my house. Like, let's establish what the deal we
Hmm.
got going, the relationship we got. I pay for it, you supply it. Like, figure it out.
It's what I tell my Coke dealer every month.
Ah, hey, I know that guy. He don't drive a new Range Rover every year because he ain't cutting deals.
Mike B says, "Hey man, I heard some chatter today about North Carolina new regulations on reefers. You hear
Mm.
anything? I have not. You wouldn't expect such a thing from North Carolina.
They're getting a little woke down there with some of these cities. That's like one of the fastest growing states. It's because like everybody's moving out of the Northeast and coming south.
Yeah, Florida.
So yeah, they're instead of going all the way to Florida, they're kind of stopping in North Carolina and setting up shop. So
Yeah. But Menda Boy says, can I get a good insurance with less than 2 years of driving experience? Good record. Progressive is killing me with $30,000 a year. Oh my goodness.
where do
Yeah, I
you
mean,
live?
where does he live? You
Move.
know,
Yeah,
where does he
move.
live?
Oh, I don't know. I'm saying like
Oh,
that's one good way to drop your insurance for your trucking business is move. If you can move easily, I'm saying like if you got kids in school and everything, is the whole thing. But if you're just a single person, move. Like
yeah.
you could
Unless
save
he's already
enough.
in cheap state. I mean, if you're already in
Right,
Mississippi, I mean, you
right.
know,
But strategy I know people have used before is you can save enough on your truck insurance to pay your rent in another state. I mean,
yeah,
you literally rent two places. You could keep your house in whatever state you're in, and you could rent a studio apartment in some little town in Tennessee and set your business up there.
yeah. He mentions he's got less than 2 years, but I don't know if it's like 4 months or 18 months. But
That
I mean,
matters too.
you get around that year mark and you got a clean record and a clean CSA and a clean company. Call an insurance broker. I mean, they're everywhere. Look it up.
Yeah,
Trucking insurance online. Shop around.
yeah.
Get a broker that shops at the 5, 6, 7 different companies. 30 grand a year is too big a nut to crack, and you got to get that down.
Well, it's like Progressive is like a mega carrier. They'll get you in the game, but as soon as you got a little, you got a little weight to throw around, best off to start shopping it around because yeah, it's like a mega carrier. When you got 6 months in, it's time to start shopping around.
When Progressive got into trucking insurance and they started giving it to new entrants, a lot of other trucking insurance companies dropped out of that market
Yeah.
because Progressive was just knocking their heads in. And then what do they do when they're the only game left in town? They come in and jack the rates sky high for a new entrant because they're the only ones that are going to take you.
Right. Walmart 101, right?
Hmm. I
Lower
remember when
your
I was a kid.
prices.
Remember when I was a kid, all the Walmart ads, they emphasized made in America. Like majority of the stuff in their store was all made in America. Now
Right.
you'd have to look how long and hard to find anything made in America in Walmart. Uh, Big Rig CEO says markets, markets, markets. Like everything else, you get what you put in. Word.
Mm.
Brothers Grimm says good stuff. Our strategy as well. Okay. I got to be careful. Got to be careful. Cupid stunt trucking. I learned that my brokers like it raw without grease. Okay. You don't want to say that one wrong.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Little old dirty bastard for you
I was
there.
going to say, are you old dirty bastard?
I am. I'm the reincarnation.
Yeah, TBT says agencies can set forth regulations within the industry as long as the legislation has set forth that authority. Most divisions within the state or federal government have those laws into place. Yeah, but they can't shirk their own responsibilities. It's their responsibilities. And they can't outsource. It's like when I'm not going to get into having this argument. Long story short, it's like when they allowed for the creation of the Federal Reserve to to monitor, to regulate our money supply and interest rates. That is the constitutional responsibility of the federal government, and they outsource it to a private agency. There's a problem with that. There's
Right.
a problem with that, and I don't care to go any further with it. We disagree. That's okay. We can disagree. Still be friends. It's all right. I may get a fuel surcharge if I look back at it while I'm taking it. Oh, I can't read all these. It'll affect my social score. Just trucking says praying this cycle doesn't last long.
If I had $1 for every time I said that, it came out.
Oh, that trumps my unicycle joke I was gonna make. Gary Bates says check out my 2 new videos. Okay,
I will
everybody
do it,
check out.
Gary. I will.
Put a link out there, Gary. This daylight savings bill passed too easy. What other poison pills are in it? Good point. Good point.
They've been trying to get that done for a while, haven't they?
I mean, there's always been talk of it. People have complained about it forever. Never thought they would actually do it, though. That's very surprising. Never thought they would actually do that one. Mark M says, best job ever. Love every minute of turning wrenches and keeping food fresh so Cash can have his corn. I don't miss driving, but I want a side business. I still keep an eye out on the trucking industry. Ooh, you'll find that side business. How about buying used reefers and refurbishing them and selling them? When will I take on coming drivers? I'm trying to bring a couple on right now, and I keep having issue after issue after issue, and it's frustrating. We'll get there. Uh, Insurance companies don't like to see you grow. I mean, I have the work to take on a whole bunch of trucks, and I can't do it because the insurance company says you can only add, X number of trucks per year, this and that. If you want to add more, we need to see this, and then after that, the point to just say no. So it's frustrating. I'm dealing with a little bit of that right now, and one other issue that's stupid. So it's frustrating right now, but it'll get there. It will. Time helps. Time is sometimes the only thing, but then it's sort of frustrating. You see somebody come along and like super ego, they come out of nowhere, literally just out of nowhere, and to many trucks. But I could change insurance companies and get that done, but I like my insurance company. They treat me well with rates. They're one of the highest rated in the industry. Um, they've treated me right when we have had issues. So I guess I got to respect that and follow their rules. So, well, Valox says, I built relationships with shippers and brokers and then moved across the country away from said connection. That's the way to do it. They say, build yourself a good life, then get as far away from it as possible. Just
Oh,
Trucking says, yeah, it's Valox's fault that freight tanked. What does a trucker carry every day in his pockets? I don't know. You'd have to ask a real trucker. Fate Trucking says, I am not one. I'd say something to wipe off your fingerprints off of any surface.
I would say an extra pair of underwear.
CJ Hudson says, now he's wrong. Just checked, and the bill to be done with time change hasn't passed the Senate yet, so not officially the last spring forward yet. Okay. Let us know when that happens. It may happen during this live stream. 3 hours? Are you kidding me? We've been doing this for 3 hours, dude?
All day, bro.
We know this guy, Robert B. Trucking with Robert B69 at gmail.com. Well, that's an email. That's not a channel. Or is that your channel name? Robert B says, my new channel. If you really do have a real channel, Robert, email it to me. I'll check it out. DUI Semi says, what if you got a crawfish-sized boil on your corn cob? Come on. Benjamin White. Serious question. What will it take for all of us to band together? When is enough enough? I'll be the only one to give you an honest answer to that question. It's never going to happen. People aren't going to like that, but it's never going to happen. And I actually don't want it to happen, because you got to understand, like, this one size fits all thing it doesn't work, right? So we got to look for other solutions.
Here's my take on it. As long as you put me in charge, I'm all for banding together. But if I can't be the leader of our new trucker union, I'm not in.
Yeah, I'm against it. I know you're joking. I'm against it, actually, saying we should all get together, because I disagree with 70% of y'all out there on a lot of issues, right? So that would mean you don't want me as part of your group either, right? There's some people out here with some really bad ideas.
Yeah,
I believe, and this is a lot of honesty and probably a lot of unpopularity too, but it's true. We can't agree. We don't all agree on anything. We should never all agree on one thing, and we don't need to. We don't need to get problems solved. We need to change. We need to change. Yes, we have the problems, but the only way we can fix them is we got to change too. We got to look at things different. We got to start acting like, if you're in business, act like you're in business, not just a truck driver, right? There's a lot of things. It's a very complicated topic, but that's just the basics of what I think.
Right. And I say it jokingly that I'm being like, that's me saying I don't want in to the trucker union. Like, unless I'm the leader, I don't want in. Like, that's, because the odds of me being the leader ain't happening. So
say that happens. Say we all band together and we come together to affect this change of everything we want. Okay, tell me what happens when you get everything you want and we all have the same thing. Tell me how it works then. How does competition work? How does how does my business deserve the same thing as somebody? I came along and saved for this for 20 years, and I do this and try to build a fuel efficient fleet and blah blah blah. I built my company a certain way, and then somebody else that comes along, just they want to build their company with nothing but show trucks and 4 miles a gallon. But now we're on this in this world where everything's equal. How do things work then? you've ensured equal, with everything in life. We say equal opportunity, but what people really want is equal outcome.
Yeah.
They want to be able to get the same outcome as everybody else, uh, by making different decisions and putting in different amounts of work and education and experience. So understand that I think that's what people are asking for, is equal outcome, not not equal opportunity, or things to be fair. They just want the outcome that they want. And I don't agree with that. Not everybody's put the same amount of work in. Not everybody deserves it. You know, I've been through some things, man, to be where I'm at. And I know you have too, Cash, and I know a lot of y'all have. So, um, I want to have, I want to create my own outcome.
Right.
Um, I don't want to say this. Oh, this happened because we all got together and took a stand and shut down and accomplished this. I want to have my accomplishments based on what I've done, what I create, and that they will also be my own failures and my own losses, um,
Hmm.
because that can happen too. So that's just my perspective on
I get you.
it. You gonna cut that out and make a short out of it?
Well, it's technically on your channel, so that they might get me for a copyright on that, but it would be a good one. It would
Damn
be a
right I
good
would.
one. But that I like what you're saying there, because it's like, when is enough enough? Uh, what are we talking about there? Are we talking about the brokers ripping you off, or are we talking about the government ripping us off? Or, I mean, I get it. I don't like a lot of the things that are going on, but it's like, it's kind of like the protests they had, like, even like the ones in Canada. At the beginning, it's like, okay, we got one thing we're here for. And then all of a sudden, some guy goes, "Hey, how about we throw this in too? Because I'm against that." And then all of a sudden, there it divides you right in half. Like, you know.
Well, it's like assuming that we even want the same outcome on the same issues. You take broker
Hmm.
transparency, for instance. Probably half the people in here are for it, and half the people might be against it. I happen to be against it. I made a whole case for it on a recent live stream. You can listen to it or not. If you have your own opinions, you're welcome to them. I don't want to get together on that issue, and you shouldn't. If you're of the opposite opinion, you shouldn't want to get together with me. Um, we do things each the way we want to do them, and I mean, in a truly free market, best man wins. But that's
Hmm.
it's not exactly what we have. It's not the system that we have. But yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. And plus, honestly, this is probably not going to sound the way people want it, what people want to hear either. But as much as we might be a brotherhood and we might be this and we might be that, we are all each other's competitors. Whether you like it or not, you're my competitor and I'm yours. So you know,
Mm.
think about
That's
that.
that's hashtag facts right there.
Yeah, that's if you're really in business, that's how business is done. You come you're in competition. A lot of us do the same thing. Some of us do very different things. But the company that Cash works for and I do the same thing in the same area, and don't think we don't go to a lot of the same places. You know, I am no competition to them. They're a different size company than I am, but in a way we are. We compete for the same freight. I know a lot of freight that they do, and they know what I do. So uh, I don't want to be all that cozy with them. Anyway, enough about that. Brian Page says, "What's the law?" Yeah, we dropped a couple links. We talked about it quite a bit. The best thing to do would be go back, start a few minutes in, or hell, start at the beginning.
Yeah.
And we talked a great deal about it. I read it, yeah, etc. Oh, come on, when it says I saw you in a truck on YouTube delivering freight. Yeah, that's it.
He was sitting in his damn driveway.
I
Don't
was
give
at
me
the
that.
Walmart. I was at the Walmart.
Uh-huh.
No, I was at the truck stop waiting to go to Walmart.
Ah, okay. Wink,
Uh,
wink.
Street Scarface just bought a 2020 Pete going owner op. Okay.
What's the price on the 2020 Pete? Get out.
Yeah, come on. Mac and Cheese Trucking says, "Wow, haters gonna hate. I got a strong pimp hand cash.
Mm,
What you do with the other hand?"
yeah. Yeah, I find that hilarious. Fate Trucking has a strong pimp hand. Oh, I find that hilarious. Who in what part of life do you use a strong pimp hand? I'd like to know.
It takes a
Um,
strong pimp hand for ice fishing.
oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep. Benjamin White took off the smart thermostat and put the regular old one back on. Good move. George Wilson says, "I have a brown shirt on. Am I going to be a UPS truck driver, or the orange shirt be a Schneider truck, or green shirt and be an AB?" I have multiple colored shirts, one for every job.
hmm It's a gig economy we're moving into. Like, I mean, I'm still looking for it. If anybody has one, a size 2X members only type jacket with a mega carrier, preferably a prime or a CRST. If you got one, email me. I could cash app you for that jacket. I'm looking for one. I want a nice shiny one. I want to get out at the truck stop. I want to pop on my prime, you know, 5 years of service jacket and just cruise up into the truck stop and tell everybody what life is about.
Mm. You need a megaphone? I could hook you up with that.
Actually, just ordered a megaphone yesterday. Oddly enough, you say that. Oddly enough, uh, we're gonna get our point across. Um, but yeah, I'd like that. If anybody has one, let me know. Very interested.
Okay. Yeah, several people here saying different trucking insurance places to try out.
Uh,
Definitely, we got 3 or 4 of them here.
Somebody said Fates has his strong pump hand. He misspelt it. He's got a strong
Oh,
pump hand.
there you go. There you
Oh
go.
man. You know what it is?
No, no, explain it to me.
Oh, I don't know. That's all I got.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out the rest.
yeah, Georgia Patriots got less than 2 years. He's paying 11 grand a year for insurance. Okay,
13 months on an authority Georgia based.
okay,
Okay.
there we go. Yeah, Bemenda boy, if you're from Alabama, which maybe your name indicates, step on over to Georgia. Just
Yeah.
saying. Jerome Jones, or wait, I don't know. I lost my spot. I'm confused. Where am I? Oh, fistful of dollars back. Had to upload a short.
Mm.
A lot of fake trucking and schmoozing with the big channels here of just trucking and
Oh yeah.
Velox trying to get in their panties.
Yeah, he's kissing ass. Put on some chapstick, fake trucking, if you're gonna really get in there.
Yeah. Big Rig CEO says adding drivers is easy. Adding quality drivers is a totally different conversion. Yeah, but
Mm,
adding drivers, you grow too fast. Your insurance company does not like it. They'll tell you straight up.
yeah.
Uh, I was told that again today when I'm trying to add on another driver. Uh, Increasing the size of your company by 700% in 1 year. Uh, they get a little concerned. They ask a lot of
Yeah.
questions like, "What are you doing? Do you have these policies in place? Can we get a copy of this? Can we get a copy of that?" Uh, I want to expand. How long in your authority to make it work? It depends on your insurance company. They rule the roost, man. Some companies will say, "We don't care. Add as many as you want. We're just gonna, here's the price." Whereas I have a very low insurance premium, and I'm, we'll work with them on it. Oh, trucking with diabetes. There's a link to the channel
Mm.
and
Yeah,
link to Gary
I
Bates'
clicked on
channel.
Gary's. I
Okay.
got on Gary Bates' channel there.
Okay. All right. No accidents or violations with 2 clean inspections, and I get rewarded to a $3,000 increase on insurance with shopping around 18 grand a year. Damn
Damn.
it.
A lot of people think a lot of people with that first year authority right now. They think it's going to go down, but that's not the way insurance is working right now. Like
It
even if,
used to go down.
yeah, it used to, and I know
Mine went down every year for like 5 years.
yeah, but that's not how it works anymore. Like,
Yeah. Yep. Wes Bryant says, I guess it's time to start investing in lithium. Yeah, I mean, you can invest in it or you can mainline it, whichever you want to do.
yeah, go to your doctor, get a prescription, sell it on the street. Just saying.
Come on with it says, I agree with DIY Semi because I know he's educated.
Yeah.
Usually, if you agree with me, you're on the wrong side of the law. Come on. Lot of taco talk going on in here in the chat.
Tackles.
Robert B says banded like some bull calves on a dairy farm. Come on. You ever do any of that banding when you're on the farm?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
actually used to work for a guy that did it the other way.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The not so friendly way.
Yeah, I used to do pigs like that too, the old
Oh,
fashioned way.
I can't imagine. What did the pigs think about it?
They didn't really seem to care, honestly. It didn't they didn't phase them that much, to be honest about it. It was
Pigs are tough, man. It's hard to hurt a pig.
yeah. Yeah, they crazy like that.
Yeah. Yeah, circus boy knows equal outcome where a burger flipper is worth the same as a brain surgeon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or the last 2 years, a truck driver making as much as a brain surgeon. Some of us did it. We did.
Mm. Tell my doctor to come to my house because you know what I mean? I mean, if we're talking financially, I'm more important, right? Like
Yeah.
my
They said
time is
brain surgeon, not head doctor. Come on.
come on with it. The head nurse.
CJ Hudson says you can't bash a broker on broker's channel.
Ooh.
That's
Talking
right.
smack. Talking smack.
That's right. Ah, yo soy Mr. Coach in the house. Ooh, who is
Oh.
actually an actual coach, it looks like. A
Yo
baseball
soy.
coach. I don't care. Oh, there we go. Yep. Fate has a strong pump hand. Okay.
That's the one. That's what I was thinking.
What's with all the rap music talking here?
Uh
We've lost control of the live stream.
uh
Truckin' of Valox says, how am I one of the big channels when you have almost twice the number of subs? It don't go by subs, sir. I go by views, and you probably got way more views than I do. Plus, like, you actually make videos and stuff. I really don't.
yeah, you should try that DIY. It's pretty fun.
And plus, like, you're growing. You may not realize it, but I think you do. Like, your channel is going to be very big. Anybody with a channel knows that. Wow, Jaywalk says my insurance quote had a stipulation. If I add a new driver, they had to have 9 years experience. Holy cow.
But you know what? You know what's funny about that is the insurance company, like they got stats that show that that's the way to do it. You know, like
Yeah.
it's funny that it comes out to 9 years. Like they know a guy, hey, 9 years, you're probably cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Eight,
know all the
nah.
numbers. Yep. Jackknife says it's going to keep going up. Look at all the nuclear verdicts and crashes. Yeah, and he's been hit 3 times in a year. Yeah, I'm actually surprised it hasn't gone up more than it has. Every truck we have got hit last year by while they were parked. It's a couple of them more than once. It's just my agent even told me, he's like, those are the ones that are getting us is the truck stop accidents. That's coming from these new entrants with no experience and different cultural values.
By cultural value, you mean they don't give an F?
Oh yeah. Nag Express saying good night. He's gonna go to bed. Take it easy. It's his first cash video. What the heck? He says you're brilliant. Imagine that. Somebody loves
Yes.
you and thinks you're brilliant.
Yes, I love it. The hypnotic lights have worked, I guess. Huh? See,
Yeah.
you said buying the hypnotic lights wouldn't work, but
I think a
there's
white
something.
T-shirt and a white hat is your color.
You think so?
You look positively radiant.
I like wearing my hat backwards like this. It makes me seem hip and cool.
I notice you're growing a goatee. I myself
Um,
am too.
no, I just haven't shaved in a while. I use that number one, trimmer.
Okay.
So that's about a week on there. I need to get a hold of that. But yeah, keep a little facial hair for the ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Cool Truckin' says he used to help his stepdad, you know, take some skin off the cattle, branding and horn looping and whatnots.
Mm,
Yep. You'll
done
say Mr.
all of
Coach
that.
was a baseball high school coach. Okay.
Nice.
Wow. Well, it's been 3 hours, sir.
Yeah, been fun. Let me tell you, fun.
Went back. Oh, I lost 2 subscribers. I'm back down. Live streams do that.
Ugh.
Only
'Cause
the
of
Lonely
me.
wants to make you an offer if you would accept a super ego jacket saying 2 months of service and lead driver.
Oh, you're the top driver in the fleet with 2 months. Hell, they probably give you a leather jacket for that one.
There
You've
you
been
go.
there long. You put up with that bullshit longer than anybody else could. That's fortitude right
Does it
there.
say does it say as much as 10,000 safe miles? Possibly up to 10,000 safe miles.
Uh-huh. I like it because the hand pockets, on the front, the pockets you put your hands in, the hand warmer pockets,
Yeah.
are shaped like little Eggo waffles.
Oh, Kevin's calling us out. He says it's ego. We know that. We
No,
know that, but
no,
we will never
it's
give them the
Eggo.
respect to call them
I
ego.
I love
It's
it that like yeah, we don't understand how to say words like.
we haven't been to Serbia. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know how to speak Serbian, so I'm gonna keep calling them Ego.
Yeah. It's ego every day, all day.
I remember that one guy said that one time, and I said, "Oh, he's explaining it to me." He says it's ego.
It's ego.
Almost gave it to him, pulled it away at the last minute.
Robert B says, "Can you add more drivers but not more trucks like slip seating?"
Ooh,
Uh, I
ooh,
don't
how's
know.
that work?
I don't know.
I think an insurance company would probably view that as the same or worse.
They don't seem to have a problem with me adding trucks because I just got some like sitting around that they're happy to take my money on. It's seems to be drivers,
Okay.
but that's okay. Well, why don't we wrap this up here? I still haven't said hello to my home invasion person who got home,
Jeez Louise.
3 hours ago.
Damn it, boy. Damn it, bye. All right. Well, it's been fun.
Thanks for
Thanks for
doing this,
having
man.
me. Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Thanks everybody for coming in. Can we get just a quick round of applause for Bill Beasley and come on with it for the $4.99.99 super chat this evening.
Yeah. Bravo, sir.
He
Bravo.
He was a subscriber of the month in September, and I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively give it to him for the whole month of October.
He made everybody else look a broke bitch. Let me tell you.
Take that, just trucking. Bill
Uh,
Beasley made you look like a broke bitch. Just teasing. Oh
uh,
man. Everybody, thanks for hey, check out all the chat. We got a lot of channels in here, trucking with Valox, just trucking, fake trucking, Shannon Thomas. Oh geez, I'm gonna miss a bunch. I'm gonna miss a bunch in Nevada. We got
Gary
some new ones
Bates.
in Gary Bates. We got some brandy new ones in here tonight. Damn it if I can remember the names. Oh, I'm terrible that way. It's Fistful of Dollars. There we go. That's a new one. TBT. We got a whole bunch of channels in here. Everybody spread the love. Check out, some of the smaller channels are usually pretty good ones. And
Tons of channel members, like tons of channel members in here. A lot of people, just I'm scrolling through here. A lot of names you would think be channel members, they're not. And some that, it kind of goes, yeah. So just saying.
happens. Happens. We'll do this again. Thanks for giving me 3.5 hours of your life.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Later.
Bye.